Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down.
Good evening, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I have been Raw Flush. I'll see you next time. Take care and peace out and good night. No, I just have to press the button twice.
Welcome back to the Studio of Dreams. Let's see if we can make yours come true with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The very best of luck to everyone.
Message there from our sponsor, Shadowmane. Thank you very much for the 8-month subscription. Me rabbiting over the top of your subscription message. No, I did the thing because my placeholder image for the Persephone chair image has changed and now it's not working. A message from our sponsor, Brand New Halo. No message there from our sponsor, Brand New Halo, but thank you very much for that 9-month subscription. So, as anticipated, I forgot to switch the camera off in OBS because it made the placeholder work for reasons that are beyond me. So, at some point tomorrow, I will probably have to redo that group. That'll be fun. And then, the game broke, so I thought, well, I'll just do the intro again, and hopefully no one will notice. But there we go. Good evening to you all. Welcome, and very well played in that very, very close game of Only Connect. I love writing for Only Connect. It's always a joy to write for, and it's always lovely to watch it being played. Congratulations to Quizzle, I think it was, who won by a single point at the top there. Very well played to you. Points equals pennies in that game. Speaking of pennies, if you want to grab yourself 10 more of them, WWT BAM33. Stop being the bridesmaid. So you've won it before, haven't you, Lewis? I'm pretty sure you have. I thought you had. Anyway, that last punchline, he made his own lunch. Says 3 guys work on a scaffold, and the first guy opens his lunchbox and says, jam sandwiches. If I get jam sandwiches again, I'm going to throw myself off the scaffold. And the second guy opens his lunchbox and says, God, Marmite pita bread. If I get Marmite pita bread again, I'm going to throw myself off the scaffold. And the third guy opens his lunchbox and he's got pasta salad. He says, bloody hell, pasta salad again. If I get pasta salad again, I'm going to throw myself off the scaffold. And so the next day, the first guy opens his lunchbox. He's got jam sandwiches. He said, well, I did say, throws himself off to his death. The second guy opens up his lunchbox. He's got Marmite pita breads. Did say I'm going to throw himself off to his death. The third guy opens up his lunchbox, pasta salad. He's going to throw himself off to his death. So the 3 widows are together at the funeral, and they're all, the first 2 are in tears and said, if I'd known he didn't like jam sandwiches, I'd never have made them for him. And the second says the same. If I'd known he wasn't into Marmite pita breads, I never would have made him there. And the third widow is standing there just sipping a glass of champagne quietly, saying, don't look at me, he made his own lunch. And so that's the punchline there. It used to be a message from our sponsor, Quizface.
Batum Tish.
Batum Tish, indeed. Thank you very much for the 4-month subscription there, Quizface. And it used to be a joke that in my youth, you used to tell them, morbid as fuck, it really is. You used to tell jokes in my youth of it used to be Englishman, Irishman, Scotsman, and I used to think I can get away with telling these jokes because the joke was always at the expense that the gag is always Irish people are stupid, and I thought I could get away with that because I'm a quarter Irish. So I don't make those jokes anymore because times have changed somewhat. I'll go an appropriate thing to do. So, but that's where I first heard it. It's a good joke, and well done if you did manage to work out that punchline from the clues. Who have we got tonight? Goodness me, we have been busy. We're up to nearly 50 during the warm up, settling down a bit now. Good evening to Prugs and to Shadowmane, Matt and Anasep, Calibrated Vision, Colo, Zeus, Alex Chen. Welcome back. Long time no see. Hope you're keeping well. Serial Quizzer, Topper 1, 2, Derek. Good evening, Shapes. Good evening, AB Me, Big Man Aaron, Lewis, Quizzle. Good evening to Joe and Lupine and Oni and Paulus, to Tapstop and Dogfish. Good evening, Car and Superpat and Adster and Samster, Bass Bass Ackwards. Let's go with that. Good evening to you. Hope you're well. Quizface, Mark, Theory of Game, JYG Isons, LK. How are you, my dude? Good to have you with us. Hope you're keeping well. Salem Stowaway, good evening. Scorecount, brand new Halo, Jerry Harris, anyone else who's lingering and lurking in the chat. It is wonderful to have you here. I hope you're keeping well on this Tuesday evening. It's the nights are getting darker. I'm not feeling the cold yet. I'm still t-shirts and jeans at the moment rather than shorts. But it's that global warming is what it is, that climate change. Let's stop that bonus right there. 28 players claiming 10 pennies for themselves there. More available over the rest of the evening, and not least of all from playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We're going to have a triple bill, and we got packs from Oni, Dogfish, and our Australian friend Sam is acidic in that order. Yeah, it's just too hot to wear that Christmas jumper in here. My computer generates an awful lot of heat, and I've got the hot water storage tank behind me as well. We had a guy in today doing some work on the house, so we've got a message from our sponsor Matt the Ref.
Instead of 3 wise men, it's 3 Twitch babies. 27 months.
27 months. Goodness gracious me. Thank you very much for the 3 Twitch babies, Matt. That's obscene generosity. Thank you so much for your kindness. Good to have you still sticking around, and I hope you're keeping well, my dude. So it's we've had the shelving in the garage ripped out. And we've had some plumbing put in. So the washing machine has finally moved to the garage, which means you can get a dishwasher. I'm so happy you've no idea you're getting a dishwasher back, and a full-size one. It's going to be amazing. So that's exciting. I've got to start thinking about looking for a pool table, because we're clearing out space in the garage for that. We've probably got to get other things more importantly first. I've become an accidental landlord this week as well. We wanted to sell the flat. The flat wasn't selling, and it's not really sustainable to just keep having 2 mortgages and an empty flat. So we found some tenants to go in, and the letting agent said, "Well, they've offered to pay for a pool table is a very important topic. I agree, but I think things like new telly and actually, no, that's about it. Actually, the new telly. There are other things that need doing, like the work around the house he's doing and stuff as well. But the tenant had apparently offered to pay for the refurbishment. This is a retired lady, and I said, well, I'm not going to turn down that offer. And now it turns out they're emailing us and saying, well, actually, she might not want it because of the stairs, but we'll market it anyway. And I'm like, no, hang on, don't book guys to come and do work and say, yes, it's going to be. We've got a quote through today. It was quite expensive actually, and now they're like, oh, but she might not be moving in. And I said, well, if they're not moving in, then we're not having the work done. The only way we're going to be able to do the work is if someone offered to pay for it. We're not going to insist that they do that, but also we're not likely to pay for it ourselves. So, that was my exciting last couple of days. So fingers crossed that resolves itself at some point soon. It's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire anyway. So we're going to jump right into this first game. This is written by our great friend Oni, Alex R. And if you would like to play this... we've also got some new fastest finger questions that came in this week from Lewis, so very much looking forward to seeing those in action. I've also mapped 1, 2, 3, 4 to A, B, C, D. So now if you can type A or 1, B or 2, C or 3, D or 4, any of those should, in theory, work. As ever with these things, I did it quite last minute, I haven't tested it, but it looks good. A, B, C, D definitely does still work, but 1, 2, 3, 4 if you prefer that, particularly in fastest finger. And our score count is saying A, 2, C, 4 will also work, because it's just a dot replace method, so that should be fine. Anyway, if you want to play, you're going to need a microphone, so you will be able to come and talk to me in the broadcast studio, where there won't be any in-game sound, because weirdness with Discord. But if you want to play, type in the code. Left-hand code if you want to potentially play in the hot seat. Right-hand code if you only want to play in the lobby game. You get a fixed number of pennies depending what amount of cash you finish with, where you walk away on. Or you get a different number of pennies. You get 10 pennies for every question you get right. So 150 pennies up for grabs just for answering questions. And then in addition to that, you will get a bonus depending where you walk away from or where the game ends for you. You can, of course, answer every question, but you can only get that bonus up to where you walk away. It's a slightly more convoluted system than perhaps other things, but it's the only thing that we found that preserves the nature of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire without freezing people out of the game after they get game over. That 10 on each side, lovely stuff. 20 players in so far. So yeah, this is Oni's pack, if you want to come and have a go at this. Proof by Colo. Thank you very much both to Colo and Oni who have done the proofing of these 3 packs. As ever, I don't see these packs in advance. The closest I get to seeing them is when I pull out the JSON file from the spreadsheet. I see it in passing. If there are no errors, which is more often than not the case, then I literally copy paste. I don't really look at the content at all. I see the content without reading it, if that makes sense. And then all is well. Even if you only want to play a little bit, if you only want to just sort of play the odd question here or there, do still join the lobby at the beginning, probably the one on the right. And you can sort of jump in, dabble as and when you like. But over on the left-hand side, if you want to get into the hot seat, Mad Hooligans party here. Mad Hooligans charge here would work. Party, not so much. Right, we've got 21 players in. That is the end of the loop, so we're going to lock it up and bring our 10 hot seat players into the fastest finger chairs. Let's meet them tonight. They are Paulissa from Glasgow or Groningen. We like shapes from Quarantine Hell. Shadowmane PX41 from Finally Returned from Nothingness. Big Man Aaron 1 from On a Surprisingly Comfy Office Chair. Mark E54 from Riverside, New Jersey. Prugs from somewhere in Manchester. Salem Stowaway from Under Ben's Desk. What? Matt the Ref from Farnham. Joe Has No Talent from the Lake District. And the Loop Point 1 from West Yorkshire. Bad luck energy. We will be playing 2 more games of Millionaire tonight, so never fear. Do play along for fun, see how well you can do. And look at this, 10 players in the lobby game, so no biases here. Fastest finger first then is the name of the game. You'll get a question and 4 options to put them into the correct order, A, B, C, D, C, D, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 1, 3, whatever you think is the correct order. But most importantly, whisper it to Persephone's Twitch bot, otherwise it won't be processed. The fastest correct answer will be the first into the hot seat this evening to play for a virtual £1 million. And keep your eye on the chat, because when the question is chat, the question is live. Left side of the audience to get the memo. Left side of the audience is the hot seat lobby. Right side is the lobby only lobby. Yeah, and there are only 10 in the hot seat lobby, so they've all been drawn into fastest fingers. So let's put the lights down. Nice and quiet in the audience game. I think you can still answer. Yes, you can still answer even if you're in the lobby game on fastest finger. You just won't be selected. I think that's how it works anyway. Welcome Kippy00, welcome to the stream. So, eyes down everybody, here comes the first question. Put these words in the order they first appear in the question that begins, how much wood? If woodchuck chuck could. Lewis saying it broke his brain when he wrote it, but it is an absolutely gorgeous question. Let's see how he got on. So, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? DBCA or 4231 is what you need if my new system is working. Let's find out who was right and who was right in the fastest time. All of these were right. Not everyone, not many in fact. Who was fastest? Paulista in 9.26 seconds. What a mate. Paulista, the only one in the West Wing to get it a right answer there. Very well played. You are going to be the first in. I see you in the green room. Let's bring you into the broadcast studio and unmute you on the stream. Paulista, good evening.
Good evening. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that.
Well, congratulations. It's lovely to have you here. Is this your first time in the Millionaire chair?
First time in the hot seat, indeed. I was not expecting to get that right.
Well, it's a first time tonight, and it's Oni's pack that you're going to be facing.
Oh boy!
Did you not expect to get it right, or did you just not expect to be fastest? Or
I think when I submitted the answer, I just kind of ran it over in my head once again, and I just kind of, I was like, yeah, that's right, but it's not going to be fast because I was like,
well,
tap the buttons.
No one else getting to the right answer, so it's a default win for yourself, and into the hot seat you will go. It's been a while since we've chatted. I know you've sort of got a history. You have a record, don't you, in game, right?
Yes. I believe you're referring to the lowest winning score in Google that.
I might well be, yeah, way back in season 1. Paul Lister is the recipient of the lowest winning score in Google that, which I think was 2, 3? Maybe 2. It was 2.
Specifically 2.
Specifically 2 whole points. So we're hoping to win slightly more than 2 tonight. But we'll see how we get on. As ever, you've got some lifelines along the way to help you out. If I just pop myself back to the right profile. First question for you: is it going to be 50-50 or is it going to be the double dip?
Remind me, if we go double dip, then I have to commit to both of my answers?
So on a double dip, if you play double dip, you can no longer walk away, but you basically get 2 bites at the cherry. So you can give an answer. If it's right, you carry on to the next question. If it's wrong, you can give another answer, but you can't at that point walk away or use further lifelines. So if you use double dip, you are committing to answering the questions, but you get 2 shots at it.
Knowing none of the logistics of either of these, I'm just going to keep it classic, go to 50-50.
A classic 50-50. Fantastic. Additionally, you're going to need 3 people from the voice chat to act as your phone of friends in the event that you need them.
Okay. Oh, boy. Should I have chat open to see if anybody's interested? Or?
I can relay chat. We've got Car, Lewis, Big Man Aaron, Zeus, Matt, Shapes... Prug, so quite a few people available. So yeah, have a glance at chat, see if there's anyone there. Topper and Shadowmane as well, all also offering services.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Not knowing any better, I'll probably pick Ka.
Okay.
Who else? Shapes.
Yep.
And the person that defeated me in Time Shock, Topper.
Car, Shapes, and Topper, do be on standby just in case Paul Lister needs to call you up for a phone a friend, and we'll maybe speak to you a little bit later on. So, you have got those 4 lifelines rather, the 50-50 and the phone a friend we just discussed. You can ask the Twitch audience, or you can indeed ask the host. I don't see any of the questions before they appear on my screen, so there's no advantage in that respect. Paul Lister, you ready to play?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Classic PT logo.
Phasing through the chairs as ever they do.
Ah, yes. Love it. Like a true speedrunner.
It's a true speedrunner, yeah. I'm such a lazy program. I thought, yeah, fuck it, that'll do. Audience, lobby, if you're playing along, either from the East Wing or the West Wing, whisper A, B, C, or D to Persephone's Twitch spot within 20 seconds. If you don't know and want to walk away, simply leave it blank, and you will walk away, and that will set your bonus. But, of course, you can continue to answer questions, even after Paul Lister walks away. 10 pennies for every question you get right. Paul Lister, lots of luck. Here comes the first question.
Here goes.
What is the name of the 2021 South Korean Netflix series in which people play deadly children's games for life-changing sums of money? Shrimp Battle, Octopus Fight, Kelp Kerfuffle, Squid Game.
I love these answers. Yeah, I just so happen to have seen the entirety of that series. Shout outs to my friends here in Groningen for helping me see that. It is the Squid Game. Final answer.
It's the right answer. You just won £100. Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, it was fun. Ending was a bit disappointing, but I won't say any more.
Said that. I really liked the ending. I thought it was good. I thought it gave enough closure while leaving enough leeway to go to a second series, and that's all I'll say. But I enjoyed it. Did you watch it dubbed or did you watch it with subtitles?
Subs, of course.
You watched subs? We watched it dubbed. I have to give it another go with subtitles and see how we get on. We're having a nice chat and everyone's friends. We need to get on with the game. Quizface and Mark are both walking away on that one, so that will be no bonus for you, but you do still get 10 pennies for every correct answer you get. Everyone else getting it right. Let's go on. Question number 2. When will the next leap year be? 2024, 2028, 2026, 2022.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna make sure I'm not tripping myself up here. I am fairly certain the last leap year was 2020. So the next one should be 4 years after that. 2024, final answer. Oh god.
So right answer, you won £200.
Okay.
The only reason I know
Is it
that,
obvious?
the only reason I know that, I would have struggled actually, but the only reason I know that is because in my IRL pub quiz on Sunday, I had a bonfire themed round, and one of the questions was, what day will bonfire be next year? And I made the point of saying it's the day after it was this year, unless it's a leap year, which next year is not. So based on that, I would have been able to work out 2024. But no drama there from our audience. Everyone who is still in getting it right. Let's go on to question number 3. In the casino game of craps, what dice combination is known as snake eyes? 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 6 and 6, 1 and 6.
Yeah, that's... I have seen my fair share of craps games and TV shows. It is a very apt description of what the faces of the dice look like. It is A, 1 and 1. Final answer.
Right answer, you won £300.
Nice time left.
Stopping the clock on a very nice time at the end there. Very nice. Yeah, 1 and 1 sticks. I've never played craps myself. More of a cards person than a dice man. But there we go. Knowing the answer. Score count. Getting the wrong answer. Oh, that would explain the thank you line breaks comment then, I suppose. Score count leaving with £0, which is a bonus of 0, but still 10 pennies for every question you get right. Let's go on question number 4 for £500.
Oh boy.
How many prime numbers are there between 10 and 20? 2, 4, 3, 5.
Okay, gotta suss this out. First of all, it's none of the evens, so that leaves us with 11, 13, 17, and 19. 11 is prime and 13 is prime, I know that far. 15 is not, so it's not 5. I'm fairly certain. I'm basically trying to divide 17 and 19 by 2, 3, 5, and 7. Apologies for the language. The Eratosthenes sieve.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. You've got about half your time.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hey. B4, final answer.
That's the right answer. You've just won £500.
Okay.
Yeah, 11, 13, 17, and 19 are all prime. Hello, Mrs. Flush.
You're right.
Yeah, very well. We've got Paulista in the chair.
Hello, Paulista.
Mrs. Flush says hello,
Howdy.
Paulista. Of course, you can hear her. It's just she can't hear you. That was get me wires crossed over. Let's take a look at the lobby. Salem and brand new Halo tripping up on that one, dropping back to 0. But do keep answering. Pennies available for every question you get right. Now, Paulista, this is the last one. You could go away with nothing. You've still got all 4 lifelines. Question number 5 is worth a guaranteed £1,000 for the right answer. Have a look at this. Which of these chemical elements is also known by the archaic name brimstone? Silicon, sulfur, strontium, sodium.
Oh dear. Okay, this one I do not know.
Okay, lifelines available.
Lifelines available. Which one should I do? I think I'm just gonna get that one out of the way and just ask the audience now.
Okay, audience on your keypads, and a reminder, even if you have already answered, you must answer again, and even if you are not playing in the lobby game, you can answer either to the bot or in public chat. A, B, C, or D, the question is, which of these chemical elements is also known by the archaic name brimstone? A is silicon, B is sulfur, C strontium, D sodium. All vote now. Either public or to Whisperbot, even if you've already voted or even if you've already answered, and even if you're not playing the game, you can still answer this question. Your vote will be counted. Q will not be counted, Samster. And wow, well, that's quite an alarming indictment, I think, for one particular answer.
Decisive, yeah.
Fairly decisive. All 25, there are 25 respondents to that, and all 25 of them are thinking B, sulfur. Is that reasonably conclusive for you? Does that help?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Yeah, no, it was one of the 2 answers I was considering from the get-go, so I'll trust the audience. B, sulfur, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £1,000.
Okay.
It would look very strange, Big Man Aaron, if that wasn't the answer. I have to say, I didn't know that. I didn't have a scoobs on that, so I'm really... When you said ask thee, I was thinking, oh, please don't say host, because I don't know this one. So save me for a music question or something a bit later on.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was contemplating using either that or 50-50, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna narrow it down conclusively.
Yeah,
for
that's
me,
where
so.
a double dip can sometimes be helpful, but if you haven't got a clue, sometimes 50-50 is no good. Ask the Mrs. Flush. That might be coming up soon, Proogs. If and when I write my own pack, we'll have to sub Mrs. Flush into the chair.
Yeah. Ask the Flush family.
Ask the Flush family in general. Yes, we'll confer on it. Let's take a look.
The three wise men and women.
Three wise men, women, children, dogs, cats, and all the rest of them. Everybody who was live at the start of that question is still live there. Nobody walking away and nobody getting that one wrong who was already in live play. So plenty of players on 5 out of 5. And lots of players still answering even though they've already set their target. So from this point on, audience, you're guaranteed an extra 125 pennies reward. That is the reward for £1,000, even if you walk away or drop back. Goes up by 25 pennies until we hit, I think, 32 or 125. Can't remember which. Now, Paulister, guaranteed £1,000. Yes. That's all lovely. You've got 3 lifelines left, 50-50, phone a friend and ask the host. Question number 6 is worth £2,000. You might as well play this one. There's nothing to lose. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do.
Yeah.
Since the character's inception in 1987, who provides the voice for Marge Simpson? Yeardley Smith, Marsha Wallace, Julie Kavner, Nancy Cartwright.
Okay, until I saw that last name, I did not have the foggiest. Yeah, it was... I'm fairly certain this is one of those questions that I know it when I see it. I'm gonna go with it. D, Nancy Cartwright, final answer. Cross my fingers.
Oh, Paul Listener, I'm sorry, it's not right.
Aye!
It's C, Julie Kavner. Oh,
I was so confident.
I could have got Nancy Cartwright's Bart.
Oh.
Yeah,
well
Bart
then.
and Nelson Muntz and a few others, yeah. I wasn't sure, but I was pretty sure it was Julie Kavner, because I think she's second in the credits, first being Dan Castellaneta. What a shame with lifelines to spare as well, but... Hey, that's how the game goes. You don't go away empty-handed. £1,000 is what you'll leave us with, and that will be great. And of course, the audience will get to sing out the rest of the pack, so you'll get to watch out the rest of the pack from the wings as well. Paul, so have you had a good time?
Yeah, it was fun. A little disappointing to go out this early, but. You live and learn.
Live and learn, and I'm sure there'll be another opportunity. Do stick around, of course, because we've got data leak later on, which is play all the way through, which would be fabulous.
I love that, yeah.
Good stuff.
Thank you very much for having me.
A pleasure to have you, and Paulista, we'll see you again soon. £1,000.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Oh, what a shame. Paulista leaving us with £1,000 there. But the pack goes on. We need to play out the pack. And so, audience, it's all over to you. We're going into speed mode now for the remaining 9 questions, starting with question number 7 for £4,000. In which country would you find the world's tallest waterfall, Angel Falls? And apologies that I didn't see who got knocked out. I will go through the list in just a moment. A, Brazil. B, Zimbabwe. C, Venezuela. D, United States. Answer now. And on the last one, Joe, Shadowmain, Shapes, Proogs, Car, Calibrated Vision, and Topper all got it wrong and went away with £1,000. So apologies I didn't go to that screen. That was my bad. 78% going for C, Venezuela, which is the right answer. I will now remember to go over to the other window so we can see Lupine's gotten that one wrong. Bad luck, Lupine. Drop it back to £1,000. And yes, if you're no longer lit up green, then and you've dropped back to £1,000, then you got that last one wrong. Apologies for not showing the window. Yes, Venezuela. On we go. Question number 8. It's the £8,000 one. What combination of colours are most commonly associated with the LA Lakers basketball team? Red and black, green and white, purple and gold, blue and orange. Answer now. What colour a basketball is. Majority going for C, purple and gold, which is the right answer. Very well played, everybody. Up to £8,000. Big Marin and Dogfish walking away, setting their store at £4,000, which is about 200 pennies, I think. Matt, Tabstop, Toot, Zeus, and ABME still alive as we go to question number 9, the £16,000 one. Which US political party received the third highest number of votes in the 2020 presidential election after the Democrat and Republican parties? A. Libertarian Party, B. Green Party, C. Constitutional Party, or D. American Solidarity Party? Answer now. Slim majority going for A, the Libertarian Party, which is the right answer. Yeah, apparently there's other parties, Topper. Who knew? Presumably people who vote in American elections. Rest of the world mainly interested in the big two. Oh, hello, big dog. We've got a big dog here. And she's off. She's left. So you can just see her in the background behind my chair there. How many got that right? Matt and Zeus walking away on that one, leaving AB, me, Toot, and Tabstop to scrap it out as we go to the £32,000 question. Take a look at this. Pim's number 1 cup, the liqueur used to make the drink popularly known as Pims, is made with what spirit? I know this one. Scotch, rum, gin, vodka. Answer now. Slim majority going for C, gin, which is the right answer. Very well played. Can we see Doggo? Oh, we can see her eyes. We can see her eyes. Miney, open your... Oh, look at the glowy eyes on the camera. Glowy doggy eyes. Can you say woof? Miney, what's this? I slapped my legs to get her to jump up, and she lay down. So, no, I don't want to be picked up. Leave me alone. Let's take a look. AB Me walking away from that one, setting store at £16,000. Toot and Tabstop still going 10 out of 10. Let's go on to the £64,000 question. Take a look. Who was the first ever Time Man of the Year? Who was the first ever Time Man of the Year? Charles Lindbergh, Mahatma Gandhi, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Jesse Owens. Answer now. Great question.
That's a really good question.
I don't know the answer. Well, I do because I've just looked at it in the console. It only debugs the correct answer to me after the hot seat players walked away or been eliminated. Doesn't do it on every question. That would be unfair. Majority going for A, Charles Lindbergh, which is the correct answer. F, Ben Lathbury. E, Adam. That's the guy. I like that. That's a good gag. Nicholas Lyndhurst. Nicholas Lyndhurst, brand new Halo, lives about 10 minutes drive from us. He lives in Wittering, which is just up the way, a little village by the beach. And when I was a student, I worked in I had a wine shop, because of course I fucking did. And yeah, I worked in a wine shop, and he used to come in and he used to buy, I think it was either Bell's or Famous Grouse scotch. And he was used to coming with a baseball cap down because he didn't like being recognised. And we had quite a few nice conversations, him presumably under the impression that I had no idea who he was. But he was a nice enough guy, actually. He came in, he was always very polite, just didn't like to be recognised. Anyway, let's tell you how we got on. Toot and Tabstop both getting that right, 11 for 11. Let's go on to question number 12. It's the 125 question. As of 2021, the song Delhi by the band Morve Utesi was the most recent Eurovision Song Contest entry completely in which language? Was it A, Azerbaijani, B, Luxembourgish, C, Estonian, or D, Turkish? Answer now. The question of your people, Lewis. Slim majority going for D, Turkish, which is the right answer. Very well played. Got to close that door, so we've got a yappy little puppy. Let's take a peep in the lobby. Tapstop and Toot flying ahead with 12. Not to take away from the achievements of Dogfish, who's on 11. And a few people on 10. Big Man Aaron's on 10. Shapes and Proog's on 10. ABME Zeusless also on 10. Oh, hello. Hello, Snuffles. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yes. Yes, I love you too.
He's very, very stinky.
Yes, you are. On we go. 3 questions to go. Here's the next one. Question number 13. Who was on the English throne in the year 1300? The year 1300. Richard II, Edward III, Edward I, Henry IV. Answer now. Well, I thought it was Henry II, so I'm wrong. Slim majority going for B, Edward III. Apparently it's Edward I. Which is making me think, did they start counting again? Because I know we had Edward the Confessor up until 1066 in the Battle of Hastings. Maybe he's not been given a regnal number. Of course, I don't proof these. Let's just double check. What was the answer? Edward III. Before 1066 isn't counted. Right, there we go. It was Edward I, wasn't it? Yeah, 1239 to 1307. Not that I had any doubt whatsoever in owning. That was one of those weird idiosyncrasies one can never be quite sure about. Tabstop calling it quits, throwing in the towel, setting their store at £125,000. But I tell you what, it's a bloody good score. Let's just see what that will earn you in bonus, and as well as the 10 pennies per correct answer. Setting your store at 125 is going to give you 350 on top of that. So very, very well played, Tabstop. Toot is 2 away from making bank. Can he do this one? And can anyone else do this one? It's the £500,000 question. Take a look. Yes, compete to the 0th. Which classic game show shares its name with a winner of the Spiel des Jahres award for board and card games? Call My Bluff. Truth and Consequences. What's My Line? To Tell the Truth. Answer now. All split between B and D. The correct answer is actually A. Call My Bluff. 15% getting the correct answer there. Very well done if you did get that one. Let's take a look in the lobby. Toot! Oh, my darling, no, I'm afraid you've given the wrong answer. You've dropped back to 32, which means Tapstop was one of 3 players to get the right answer. Tapstop, Mark, and Salem all getting the right answer there. Could have walked at 250, but alas, not to be. You drop back to 32. But hey, 13 out of 14 is still pretty good going. And you will get a bonus of... Why the hell did you scroll back over there, Ben? What's the point of that? 300 pennies. 300 pennies going your way. So, one final question in this pack from Oni. Here it is. Owing to an abundance of these plants growing around the town, what does marathon mean when translated from Greek into English? Mint. Fennel. Sage. Tarragon. Answer now. Majority going for B, Fennel, which is the right answer. Very well played if you got that one. That is the £1 million question. A few people getting it right. No one left to look at in the lobby. But of course, 10 pennies for every question that you did get, plus your bonus. I really do need to update the string so that it actually reflects the pennies. I don't even know if that's on the list. Could someone nip that in Issues Arising? Because I don't think I've put that on the list. But I'll get that done for next time. In fact, if I was quick, I could probably do it before the next game, actually. Would anyone like to see me do that before the next game? Would that be helpful? Seeing the pennies rather than the walk away money? Not dev stream. No, it won't be dev stream. It'll take me like 2 minutes. I just need to find the script it's in. Get on with the quiz. All right, Samsa. All right, sorry. Don't shout at me. Dev stream, sure. If I can find the class it's in, Is it going to be in Twitch control or game control? Or none of the above, possibly. It's not that one. Main game control, maybe? That looks about right. Cache values. Yeah, I just need to update an array. Oh no, because that might point to something else. I'm not going to do it now because it'll take me a little bit long to find it and it'll be really boring. So I won't do that just now. But very well played. I think highest scores there, 13 out of 15. Yes, 13 out of 15. So very well done to Toot and to Tabstop. And that's it. Well done to everyone else as well. But well done to those in particular getting 13 out of 15. Let me give the traditional 75 in this game. I think it's 75. Where's Oni? Oni. And Paulister, I'll add your hot seat pennies on a little later on. Yes, it's 75 pennies for this. Oni, 75, author bonus, award pennies. There we go. And speaking of awarding bonuses, I'm going to give out 10 pennies to everyone else. Let me first of all write this data to the drive. There we go, data written to drive, roll credits. Let's refresh the app and let's give out 10 pennies to everybody. Right, we'll go for a very short break, just while I go and refill my wine glass. This song is 2 minutes 37 seconds long, enough time for me to play an ad break, and then we will get into the next game. Our next pack comes courtesy of Dogfish, and has been proved by... Who proved this one? It was Oni. So we've had a pack from Oni, and now we've got a proofing from Oni. Very many thanks. So my thanks to Kolo, who proofed the previous pack as well. Sit tight, stay right there, and I will be back very, very shortly. Welcome back to the second part of this evening's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and Paulister in our first game, taking away £1,000 courtesy of question pack from Oni. Very grateful to him, and well played, Paulister. Bad luck on this early exit, but target to aim for next time. And we're going to move right on to next time, possibly not for Paulister, but for somebody else who could be in with a chance of winning a virtual £1 million. In the meanwhile, I need to welcome some more people. Score count, brand new Halo, Jerry, Energia, Kippy, Lingomaniac, Tadaru. Welcome to the stream. I hope you all are keeping well, and thank you very much for joining me this Tuesday evening / afternoon, depending where you are. Now, if you would like to play in the next game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you need to type in one of these two codes. PQKI if you want to come and play in the hot seat, EHFR if you just want to play in the lobby game, and this is a pack from Dogfish44. Type in the code. If you want to play in the hot seat, you need to make sure you've got a microphone, and that is for the hot seat game on the left. Incidentally, did 1, 2, 3, 4 seem to work for everybody? Anyone who used it, either in Fastest Finger or in the other one? I say I didn't test it. I'm just sort of slightly reliant on my. Yes, we all got it right. We don't know. No, it works on the main game as well, but everyone went for the letters on there because I suppose you got more time. Used it successfully in Fastest Finger. Oh, good to hear. Oh yes, AB me, you're on the other side. You got it right, didn't you? So, Hog, lovely. Right, there's 12 on the left and 11 on the right so far. So left-hand side, if you want a chance to come play in the hot seat on this Dogfishers pack. Right-hand side, if you just want to play along in the lobby game. But you must be in from the beginning if you want to take part in any way, shape, or form. So do come join one of these two lobbies. And remember, you can set your location as Topper is doing by whispering to the bot, exclamation mark followed by a location. And also as it says at the bottom of the screen. They're not, Lewis. They're not in the same order you sent them. The way Fastest Finger decompiles the questions is that I have to put them in the right order when I write them into the database. So I had to reorder them, and also they're picked in a random order, so it may or may not be one of yours here. There were, I think, because there were 4 left, I think, and then Lewis sent me another 5, and we just used them. So we've now got 8 out of 26 Fastest Finger questions in the database. 26 in total, 8 of which are unused. Right. 12 on one side, 11 on the other. Let's pick our next Fastest Finger players. Tonight, they are Top 1 Gaming on my work laptop because my computer is booked. We Like Shapes from Quarantine Hell. Brooks from somewhere in Manchester. Matt the Ref from Farnham. Salem Stowaway from Under Ben's Desk. Marky 54 from Riverside, New Jersey. The Lupine 1 from West Yorkshire. Big Man Aaron 1 from on a surprisingly comfy office chair. Samster from Chucking Woodchucks. And Joe has no talent from anywhere but the Lake District. Nice. Colo and Charmaine sitting this one out. Oh, it feels a bit unfortunate that Colo's sitting this one out. This is the only one tonight that he hasn't proved. Oh, poor Colo, not getting a chance into the hot seat there. But thank you very much, Colo, for all your efforts on this. They're very much appreciated. And of course, do still get to take the lobby game. I can't fix it now. Well, I mean, I can, but then if you did that, I mean, if you want to do that, Sam, so if you want to be Colo by proxy, and then whatever Colo's time on the Fastest Finger is, we could then potentially bring Colo into the hot seat. If he has the fastest time, and it would just be the wrong avatar, I could possibly change, but we'll see what happens. It will just mean that, Samson, you won't be able to play in the lobby game because you won't have an avatar, because your avatar will be in the hot seat. But we'll figure it out. But that's a very kind gesture of you, and yes, not to sort of ignore Shadowmate, who's also been left out in the fastest out of the Fastest Finger players, but specifically Colo has proved 2 out of 3 of the packs this evening, and this is the only one he hadn't proved. So let's do Samster will be Colo by proxy. So if Samster wins, I think he'll give up his seat for Colo, or yeah, let's see what happens. Let's go on to the next question. A B C D 1 2 3 4 CA1 CA2. Letters and numbers. Whoever gets the right order in the fastest time is next into the chair. Good luck. Nice and quiet in the audience. Here's the next question. Starting with the head and working downwards, put these professionals in order according to the part of the body they treat. Optometrist, podiatrist, cardiologist, orthodontist. It's actually orchestra hit, that sound, isn't it? You got me started on the... Where's orchestra hit? Oh, it's that one there. That's the sound. Sorry, Topper. Sorry, I didn't start it until like halfway through. Thank you for calling Game Night. Your call is important. Well, I can do some whole music. We'll get to that in a minute. First of all, the right order. So optometrist deals with the eyes. That's A. Orthodontist then deals with the teeth. A cardiologist, I believe, deals with the heart. And a podiatrist, is it the stomach? Or the legs? I don't know that one, but it's lower down than the heart. I know the first three. AD, it's feet. Oh, it's the feet. It was in the notes. I didn't assimilate the notes that Lewis sent, but another fabulous question there from Lewis. ADCB, that's the right order. Let's find out who was right in the fastest time. All of these were right. Quite a few. Who was fastest? Look at this. It's Samster in 6.37 seconds. Well done, Samster. Get in there. Well, Samster is foregoing his opportunity to be in the chair and giving it over to Colo. Colo is saying, nope, not doing it, so we might be at an impasse. Hello, Snoopy Looker, welcome on in. Nice to have you here. And thank you for the follow the other day as well. To me here is fantastic stream Discord. Lovely. Well, it's great to have you here. Do stick around because we'll be doing one more game a bit later on of Millionaire, and then a Persephone's Chair original a bit after that. I'll just let you two. We could do a paired game. Yeah, we can do a paired game. I'm certainly up for a paired game. We haven't done one for a while. It's something a bit spontaneous to do, a bit different. I've absolutely no qualms with that whatsoever. If you're both happy to play a paired game, there we go. Happy days. Paired game, spontaneous spontaneity at game night. Do make yours ways down towards the green room. And we'll get ourselves a little paired game. Couples Millionaire. Of course, Colo and Samster are both on the proofing team, but neither have seen this particular pack by Dogfish. Only Oni and Dogfish have seen this pack. Here we are. We're both in the green room. I can bring them into the broadcast studio. Gents, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Well, a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan, first of all.
Now this is a story all about how the number 8 is still as 8.
The number 8 still is 8. Absolutely, Puzzle Dan. Thank you very much for the 8-month subscription. And gentlemen, what a serendipitous moment, a beautiful moment that's happening right here. Samster offering to give up his seat because the RNG didn't favour Colo, who, and as I say, Colo, this is the only pack you could possibly have played tonight. It's the only one you haven't seen. And so we've got something spontaneous and hopefully will be jolly good fun, a paired game. How are you both feeling?
Embarrassed?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, it's good. I think it's a good thing to do.
We'll give it a go.
Now,
Colo,
Colo.
I love that game, so this is good. Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, Colo, you're the only person to, I think, have won the million twice, or am I making that up?
I have won it twice, yeah.
You have won it twice. I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah. So Colo's done the million twice. Samster, how much have you won, Samster?
I think 125. I've never reached the upper echelon, so hopefully Colo can pull me through.
Can pull you through. This could be your first millionaire, Samster, and Colo's third. Not that it's a competition between the proofers, not at all. It's a competition. Right, well done to everyone else in the fastest finger, and the actual fastest answer to Shadowmane, 6.31 seconds. The other player in the wings. So Shadowmane, keep those fastest fingers under your fingers, and maybe we'll get you into the third game tonight. Zeus actually a smidge faster than that, 6.23 though over in the other lobby. So, do I press that button? I do. Is it going to be 50-50, gents, or is it going to be double dip?
What do you reckon, Colo?
I've never had a double dip. Do you fancy a double dip?
I like the double dip. Sounds good to me.
Double dip it shall be. Double dip selected. And, of course, you have got 3 people to nominate for Phone a Friend. I think the usual suspects are about in the chat. Who would you like to call upon if necessary? We've got
Maybe
Big
some
Man
American
Aaron,
knowledge.
Zeus. We've got Lewis and Carr and Shapes and Matt and Topper and Toots here for all the 1930s film questions.
Yeah. Who do you fancy?
I fancy Zeus. Don't know Zeus. Don't think it that way. No.
Yes, it's out now. Zeus and Sapster. Zeus, make it happen.
I'll have Zeus and then Colin, you pick the next one.
Let's have some Lewis, please.
So we've got a Zeus and a Lewis and one more.
Should we get someone from further afield for
Yeah.
the last one? Who have we got? Who are the Americans in the chat?
We've got Mark. We've got Sportsy.
Yeah. 5
Philip
of those.
Foster?
Got
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sportsy.
Sportsy. US pop culture stuff I can know what Sportsy's saying. TJ's there as well. Theory of Game, also American. We happy with Sportsy?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lewis and Zeus and Sportsy are going to be your 3 Phone a Friends if you need them. You have got those 4 lifelines, of course, the double dip that you've just selected, phoning one of your nominated friends, asking the Twitch audience, and of course, asking me. So, 3 out of 5 of the proofers in the room, so to speak. The other proofer is about to give us a message as our sponsor.
Samster and Zeus. Quizzing in a stream. PHONING. A friend.
Very nice indeed. And the text to speech did that with justice as well, Oni. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. So, Colo, Samster, you're both ready to play?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it. Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Weird not hearing any music.
I know, it's very strange. I need to look into that at some point. I need to sit down with Ash because he's my general clever go-to guy who knows about these things. Just a second before we actually do start this, let's just do some magic. And
Just hovering in the background. That's well.
Guardian angel right there.
there we go.
You're on the
Yeah,
floor.
I'll sit on the floor.
We'll sit you on the floor. We'll sit you on the arm. There we go. We'll put you on the arm of the chair. How's that? I can't get my idea of dimensions is not really working at the moment. And Dexter is not helping. Actually, if I just change this to local direction. Hello, says Colo. There you are. Right. Colo and Samster. You know the drill. Audience, you know the drill as well. Keep your eye on the chat. Whispering to Persephone's Twitch bot. When the question's in chat, the question is live. Best of luck to you both and to you all. Here comes question number 1. Which brand of shampoo was first introduced in 1961? Mouth and nose. Head and shoulders. Eyes and ears. Knees and toes.
Lovely.
I think that might be heads and shoulders.
Yeah. B.
Final answer.
Final answer, you just won £100. As per the rubrics of the game, I will defer to Samster in the event of a dispute as to what the final answer is. Samster, you're the one who has to say final answer, just to lock in a question, so to speak. No drama in the audience there, although Matt and Colo... Oh, Colo's in the chair. Matt was too busy typing alternative responses, I think maybe missed the bot, but Matt walking away there, but do still keep answering the questions for those pennies. On we go, question number 2. What alternative name is given to a baseball playing field? Heart. Diamond. Club. Spade.
Oh, another nice. Yeah, another nice question by Dogfish. Yeah. I agree.
B, final answer.
Right answer, you won £200. So far, so good. No drama. Let's take a peek into the lobby. Oh, Salem slipping up on that one, giving us a wrong answer. You drop back down to 0, but do keep answering. Pennies still available. Everyone else. Right, let's go on to question number 3. Heavy. Salsa, tango, and ballet are all examples of what art form? Dance. Trance. Chant. Lance.
I wouldn't call them art forms if I'm doing them, but I think it's dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. A final answer.
Right answer, you just won £300. Yes, Mrs. Flush.
I was just going to say crochet.
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 Tango crochet, that would be fun. Over in the lobby, Joe walking away on that one, setting your bonus at £200, which is 150 pennies. Everyone else getting it right. Let's go on question number 4. Microsoft's default Office Assistant, removed completely from Office 2007 and onwards, was based on what? Stapler, paperclip, post-it, fax machine. Sorry, straight face.
Good old Clippy.
Yep. Clippy the paperclip. B final answer.
The right answer, you won £500. Hey, it looks like you're trying to win £1 million. Would you like some help with that? You can ask the host if you like. That's the only help I could offer. Yeah, he was annoying. Over in the audience, no drama, everyone getting it right. Now, gents, this is the last point. You could go away with nothing. Question number 5 is worth a guaranteed £1,000. All 4 lifelines still intact. Have a look at question number 5. The 3 official languages of New Zealand are English, New Zealand Sign Language, and which other language? Samoan, Tongan, Tahitian, Maori.
It's Maori.
Yeah. D final answer. Maori.
That's the right answer. You won £1,000. So far, so good. Are you coming into my office and farting, dog? Dogs come into my very, very hot and stuffy office and blown off.
Now that's training.
For shame, Hermione. Shall I pick you up and show your shame to the rest of the stream?
Oh, no, pick her up.
No, please don't. Okay, fine.
Tried.
Yeah, absolutely. Shadowmane tripping up on that one, dropping back down to 0. Bad luck. But do keep answering. Points and pennies still available. Now, sailing through, would you... Oh, okay. We've got another bottle if you can go open it.
I don't want a bottle.
Okay. Well, you can have a glass from the bottle. So, I would quite like that glass. That's what I'm getting at. You're doing fine. All 4 lifelines still intact. That double dip, phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host, all still there. Question number 6 is worth £2,000. You might as well play this one. This is nothing to lose. But have a look and let me know what you'd like to do. It's worth £2,000. Tension wrenches and rakes are tools used in which skill? Lockpicking, hairdressing, tattooing, sewing.
I'd say lockpicking.
Yeah, I think it's lockpicking.
Yeah. I was a bit worried I saw the options, but yeah. Lockpicking, A final answer.
That's right answer, you won £2,000. I was sat here waiting for gardening to show up.
Yeah.
I know what a rake is. I don't recall using a tension wrench in the garden. Well, that is.
You do it anywhere.
Yeah, true. Let's see. Big man Aaron tripping up on that one, but you get your £1,000, your 125 penny bonus. Everyone else who is still in is still in. Let's go on to question number 7. It's worth £4,000 for the right answer. All 4 lifelines still there. Take a look. The Pelican Brief is a 1992 book written by which author known for their legal thrillers? John Grisham, Toni Morrison, Stephen King, Kurt Vonnegut.
If you don't know this from your Jeopardy hosting,
Yeah, I know.
I'd be very disappointed.
Right. Generous with the options because as far as I'm aware, the other 3 don't really write legal thrillers. It is John Grisham. Final answer.
You read it?
No, but like Carla says, it's come up in Jeopardy about 1 million times. So.
It is the right answer. You've just won £4,000. Yeah, it's a film starring, I think, Denzel Washington and Julia Roberts, which I've equally not seen. But I did really enjoy the film adaptation of The Runaway Jury, which I know is another one of John Grisham's. That's got John Cusack and Rachel Weisz and lots of other people.
Firm as well.
Yes, he did. He did the Firm, Pelican Brief, Runaway Jury. I always get him slightly mixed up with Jeffrey Archer, who's famous for his crime thrillers and his jail sentence as well. Now, let's take a look in the lobby. Tadaru getting that one wrong, slipping back down to £1,000, but do keep playing. Pennies still available. Lots of green lights still going in there. Okay, what is happening to the dog? I'm sorry, I'm just going to investigate the situation with the dog. What? Why is
Chris Tarrant never did that.
I know, we're on a break now.
close his door, and you can just be quiet for a bit. He's in disgrace, apparently. He's being a pain. I quote, he's being an utter pain in the arse. So I've closed the bedroom. If he can't see out the bedroom door, then he tends to just go to sleep. Otherwise, he just yaps. So he's shut up for a bit now. We might get one question. Did I look in the lobby? I did look in the lobby. Next question. Question 8 is worth £8,000. You're flying through. All 4 lifelines still intact. Have a look at this. You lose 3,000 if you're wrong. Let me know if you'd like to play. Which of these fish would you most likely see in a Caesar salad? Tuna, anchovy, cod, salmon.
I think it's anchovy, isn't it?
Is it? Okay, I would have got that wrong.
Hold on. Well, what would you have said?
No, I would have said tuna, but I'm probably wrong. I'm not a salad person, so I'm happy to go with you. I wasn't sure by any means.
Okay, well, now you've worried me.
No, don't listen to me.
No, because it's obviously a Caesar salad is.
You're probably right.
Chicken.
I'm thinking of tuna salad.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, tuna salad is just called tuna salad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if that's what you thought, then I'm happy to go with you.
Yep. Okay.
Anchovy, final answer.
For what it's worth, I thought it was anchovy before the answers came up, but I don't eat. I will eat every fruit and vegetable known to man unless it appears in a salad.
I'm the same, pretty much. Yeah.
It is the right answer. You've just won £8,000.
Salads are not
call.
meal.
No, so I refer to them affectionately as rabbit food. No disrespect to anyone who does like salad, like my wife. She loves the salad. Every time we go out for a meal, we'll order mains, and sometimes we'll have starters as well. But it doesn't matter what we have, starters, mains, desserts. There's always olives somewhere, usually as a starter, and there's always a side salad with the main, even if it comes with like veg or a salad. There's always an additional salad, and it's like, cool. I hope it's very nice. Energia getting that one wrong. Dropping back to £1,000. No, I can't do salad. It doesn't agree with me. I won't even have lettuce in I won't even order a Big Mac because it's got lettuce in it. That's how anti.
Oh, now that is ridiculous.
No, honestly, I'll order like a Zinger burger from KFC. I will order it without lettuce and without mayo. I'm quite fussy in that respect. I'll eat lots of other things, but there we are. Lots of green lights still going on there. Gents, you're flying. You're flying. Question number 9 is worth £16,000. Drop of 7 if with you wrong answer now. If you give a wrong answer now, put your teeth back in, Ben. All 4 lifelines still available though. If you want to use them, that is what they're there for. Have a look. Question number 9. It's worth £16,000. Which single country does the oil-rich Sultanate of Brunei border by land? Malaysia, Indonesia, Oman, Saudi Arabia.
I don't know. Geography is not my strong point, and I'm doubting myself.
Yeah. Well, it's not Saudi Arabia, is it?
No.
I don't think it's not Oman. It's either Malaysia or Indonesia.
We double dip then, surely, if we're not sure. Because we can guess both of them.
Isn't it on? No, I'm not sure.
You're not convinced. What do you think it might be? Because I feel like you've got a hunch, but
I think it's probably Malaysia.
Okay.
But I always, on questions where it's Malaysia and Indonesia, I get them muddled up so much. I would be happy to double dip on this.
Let's do the double dip then. Yep, I'm agreed.
Okay, just to confirm, if you double dip, you cannot walk away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We're double dipping then. The question: which single country does the oil-rich Sultanate of Brunei border by land? A. Malaysia, B. Indonesia, C. Oman, D. Saudi Arabia. Can I have your first answer, please?
We better go with Carlo's gut first. Malaysia, final answer.
Trust that gut, Colo. It's just won you £16,000.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Yeah, we got it. That's right. That's all that matters.
Using the lifeline, but always good to have that safety net. And as you said, the most important thing is you got the right answer. Malaysia, absolutely. Let's take a peep in the lobby. Ooh, a few more orange lights there. Prugs, J White, Quizface, Paulister, all dropping back to 1,000 after that question, setting your bonus at 125 pennies. Brand new Halo and Lupine choosing to walk away. That will be set, I think that's 200 at £8,000. I really need to update that. A few people still going 9 for 9 though. AB Me, Zeusless, Tabstop 2, Car, Shapes, Mark, and Topper going strong 9 out of 9. Now, question number 10 is worth a guaranteed £32,000 with the right answer. You've got 3 of 4 lifelines left. Phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host if you want to use them. Bit of a nasty drop down to £1,000 minus 15 if you give me a wrong answer. But have a look. Question number 10 is worth a guaranteed £32,000. Which two-terminal electrical component has ideally 0 electrical resistance in one direction and ideally infinite electrical resistance in the other? Fuse, diode, solenoid, capacitor.
I think I asked a similar question fairly recently, actually. I think it's diode, isn't it?
It's definitely diode.
Yeah, because it doesn't let it in one way.
The symbol is the little arrow.
Yeah.
The line. So,
Like a yeah. B, diode. Final answer.
As in light emitting. It is the right answer. You've just won £32,000. I'm sure you get other diodes as well that don't emit light. Seems odd to dedicate an entire initialism to something that is just used for that. My GCSE physics is woefully lacking, I'm afraid, so I would have been no help on that. But you've got there under your own steam. And Zeus and Mark choosing to walk away with 16,000 on that one. I think the bonus is 250, maybe? Something like that. I can't remember. I haven't memorised it. I need to update the thing. Shapes, Topper, AB Me, Tabstop, Toot and Car. You're still going strong with 10 out of 10 and a few other correct answers splattered around in the lobby games as well. Now then, getting into the business end of the game. You can get dice without a lot. Yes, I figured that, David. Getting into the business end of the game. You've got 3 lifelines left. Phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host. Question number 11 is worth £64,000. You might as well play this as there's nothing to lose here. Have a look. You can play all your lifelines and still walk away if you'd like, but say you might as well have a guess on this one because there's no penalty for a wrong answer. Have a look. Question number 11 of a possible 15. At the 1998 Winter Olympics, which figure skater famously performed a backflip during their routine? Tara Lipinski, Kristi Yamaguchi, Oksana Bayul, Surya Banali.
Well, I was 1 year old at the time, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I remember watching this, but I can't remember the name.
The only one I will say is I think Yamaguchi was a bit earlier than that. That's all I'll say. It's the only name I recognise.
Yeah.
I think she was a bit earlier. So which lifeline are we thinking?
I don't know that any of them are going to help us here, particularly.
Probably enough the audience have for sort of a scatter shot.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay, audience.
I'm going to rack my brains.
Okay, audience, on your keypads. Let's get the guys up to £64,000. A reminder to answer again, even if you already have, and even if you're not playing in the lobby game, and you can do it either to the bot or to the public chat. At the 1998 Winter Olympics, which figure skater famously performed a backflip during their routine? Tara Lipinski, Kristi Yamaguchi, Oksana Bayul, Surya Banali, A, B, C or D? All vote now.
Oh dear.
No clear majority. There is slight favouring towards A. 44% thinking Tara Lipinski, 16% think Kristi Yamaguchi, 24% thinking Oksana Bayul, 16% thinking Surya Banali, and that is based off a survey of, once again, 25 people. So
I was hoping it would be a bit more decisive than that.
I watched this Winter Olympics while I was in Amsterdam.
Okay.
I think that this skater was black.
Right. Does that rule any out for us?
I'm going to start your clock again, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is leading me to Surya,
Okay.
but
That was the lowest majority, that's the only thing, but...
I don't think.
Oksana definitely would be Russian, presumably white, so...
There's nothing to lose here. You have got 2 lifelines left if you like, but I need an answer within 15 seconds or a decision of some sort.
I mean, we might as well play it.
Yeah,
If D
another
is your
lifeline's
hunch-
not going to help us. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Let's go for it. D, final answer.
What did I say to you about your gut earlier on, Cole?
That means it's wrong, yeah?
No, it doesn't. It means your gut is right. You've just won £64,000.
This is why I brought you along, Cole.
Surya Banali. The only thing I thought it was A, because that was the only name there that I even vaguely recognised. I thought they banned the backflip afterwards because it was considered dangerous or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that she was allowed to do it at the time. I think that's why it's ringing a bell. I think you might be right. There's definitely some controversy about it.
Just saying they banned it afterwards, yes. Lewis saying landed on one blade, IRC, and it was supposedly banned, yes. So, yeah, I don't know where that piece of information has come from my brain. Some echelon, some leftover part of a quiz in the far-flung reaches of the past. My goodness me, what a whitewash here in the lobby. Shapes, Topper, Card, Tabstop, ABME all trying and getting it wrong. May as well have had a guess. The only surviving player to get all 11 correct so far is now the leader. Can he keep hold of that lead? Can he set his stall, or is he going to gamble all the way to the end? We will find out. As for you two, you've got Phone a Friend, you've got Ask the Host. Question number 12 is worth £125,000, but you do lose 32 if you give me a wrong answer. Have a look, let me know what you'd like to do. It's question 12 of a possible 15. Which composer composed Baba Yetu, the theme to the computer game Civilization 4? Greg Edmondson, Jeremy Soule, Darren Korb, Christopher Tin.
Those names mean nothing to me.
Ask the host.
You think Ben will know this, right? I mean, sure. Yeah, why not? We've got nothing to lose. Yeah.
You want to ask me?
Yeah, I don't think you'll know, but we'll try it anyway.
Okay, here's what I think. Yes! Oh my god, I've never been more happy to be asked as the host.
Really? Okay.
It's Christopher Tin.
Oh, very good.
It's Christopher Tin, and I know this because he wrote. He did all the Civilization games. They just asked the host on the perfect question for me on video game music.
I didn't think you would have played Civilization.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look, okay, sorry, just to clarify this, I've not played Civilization, but there's a piece called Sogno di Volare, which is the theme from Civilization 5, which Christopher Tin also wrote. And I almost arranged it for Acquire at one point, and Baba Yetu was one that was maybe on the maybe to arrange at some point list. I've posted it in the server at least twice as well. Jeremy Soule wrote Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls 5. Greg Edmondson and Darren Korb, I don't know who they are, but I know Jeremy Soule with Skyrim. Christopher Tin, 110% is the Civilization composer. 100% sure, D, Christopher Tin, and that's my final answer.
Well, can't argue with that, I guess.
I don't know if I trust him.
Yeah. Was it Greg Edmondson you said again? No, I'm joking. Christopher Tin. That was your answer, wasn't it?
Yeah, D, Christopher Tin.
D, final answer.
Okay, because you've asked the host, I don't get anything in my log. My God in heaven, this is going to be really embarrassing if somehow I've screwed this up. Computer, is D the right answer?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, sorry about the shouting. Sorry if I hurt anyone's ears. I got very excited. About that one. So, yeah, the if we find a choir track. That's from Civ 5. That's Sonia Di Volare, The Dream of Flight. I can literally play it. I can play it. I can't play Babietu. I don't know that one well enough to play. But hello, dog. Oh, hello. Hello.
He
hello.
says he's ready to behave like a regular.
Are you ready to behave like a
member
regular
of
dog?
civilization?
Okay, good.
Behave like a member of civilized society.
Good. Good to hear. Sorry, I got very excited about that. Honestly, it's the perfect niche question for me. So anything about video game music in future, take note, people. That's my area.
And I think the neighbours heard you.
We don't have neighbours.
Exactly.
Toots walking away on that one, setting the score at £64,000 and winning the lobby game. Congratulations. Just a handful of people getting that one right. Very well played if you did. Now, Colo, Samster, you're up to £125,000. Back to business now. I'm going to try and compose myself. Question 13 is worth $250,000. It would be Samster's personal best, and it would not be Colo's personal best, but it would be 2 steps closer to equaling or 1 step closer to equaling your personal best. 2 away it would make you. You do lose 93 if you give me a wrong answer. You have got a phone a friend left. Oh yeah, I just made that joke just. Sorry, I didn't realise I'd made a pun there. Have a look. Question number 13. You don't have to play, but it's question 13 of a possible 15. In which island group would you expect to find stone money known as Ray? Yap, Chuck, Cosray, Pohnpei.
Have you heard of any of these places, Colwell?
No.
No, me neither. Oh dear. Well, it's going to be a phone a friend, isn't it, I think? But
Yeah.
do we... Well, genuinely, I couldn't guess where any of them are. Maybe... Oh, I don't even know. I just don't know. I don't think there's any way of working that out, like, realistically.
No. Who should
Who
we
do you think
phone?
we should phone, yeah?
Could you have Lewis and Sportsy and Zeus?
Maybe Zeus or Lewis?
Yeah, either of them, I think.
Go on, I'll let you pick.
Get to say hello. Let's ask Lewis on this one.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get Lewis up on the line. You'll have 30 seconds to tell him the question and the 4 possible answers, and hopefully ascertain some sort of response as well. Lewis?
Hello.
Hello, Royal Flush from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Oh, finally, the car warranty guy. Hello, yes.
Hello. We've got Samster and Colo here in the hot seat at the moment. They're doing rather well. They've got up to £125,000, but they need your help with the next question. It's worth £250,000 with a right answer. The next voice you'll hear will be Samster's. He'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of those is worth $250,000. All right, Lewis.
All right.
Okay, Samster, lots of luck. 30 seconds, your time starts now.
In which island group would you expect to find stone money known as Rai, R-A-I? Is it the Yap Islands, the Chuck Islands, the Cosray Islands, or the Pohnpei Islands?
Right. I don't know where the island is, but I think this was asked on US Millionaire in the other way round. It is Yap. They are they're stone circles, probably with holes in. But yeah, it's the island of Yap. I remember this one because I stayed up at Salmon Sociable Hour and watched it. Good luck. Hope you're behaving. Bye.
Hope you're behaving.
Wow, that was
Nice.
yeah.
Well, he sounded pretty confident. You're going to go with him. You're out of lifelines. You can walk away with 125.
No, we're not walking away. Let's trust him. Go with A, Yap, final answer.
You just won £250,000.
Thank you, Lewis.
Well played. Good
Now-
use of the lifeline.
If we can have a question I actually know this time, it's been a while, so that'd be nice.
Yeah, well, 2 to go in the pack. Quite a few, and maybe the right-hand side getting that one right, and Zeus curiously getting that one right as well. Whether it was a guess or we just don't know. Sorry, that's shapes, isn't it? 2 questions to go potentially. Question 14 is worth £500,000. It's worth $500,000. Zeus full on guess. Okay, you do lose £168,000. £200,000. No, you don't. You lose 100 and I don't even know. 200.
A lot of money.
218. I can't remember the numbers. £218,000 with the wrong answer. It's a lot to lose. This for a place on getting near the top of the leaderboard, and 2 more questions, and Colo, you'll become the 3rd person to get to the £1 million question. Have a look. Question number 14. It's worth £500,000.
Okay.
Which award would Julie Andrews require in order to achieve an EGOT? Emmy, Oscar, Tony, Grammy.
Okay.
This is more your field.
Yeah, I think she has an Oscar and an Emmy.
Okay.
The Oscar, definitely, that would have been for Mary Poppins. I'm pretty sure she won for that. And I just think she's probably had some sort of role on a TV show, because it's when you're like a big celebrity, it's quite easy to get an Emmy if you're like a guest star on something. Tony or Grammy? Now, Grammy feels like, I don't know.
I've had about half your time. No lifelines left. Which award would Julie Andrews require in order to achieve an EGOT? Emmy, Oscar, Tony, Grammy.
Grammy feels like the obvious answer, which is why I think maybe it's Tony. I don't know.
30 seconds.
Okay, I'm happy to go.
I know it's terribly flawed logic.
You don't have to play. You can walk away.
I don't know if she's been on Broadway, Julie Andrews. Has she done Broadway?
Like I said, it's not my field at all.
No.
I'm more than happy for you to have a guess.
You don't mind me having a punt on it?
No.
Like I said, I'm fairly sure she's got an Emmy and an Oscar. Right, let's go for it. C, Tony, final answer.
What's your logic there, Samster? That you think she's got an Emmy and an Oscar, and you think
Yeah,
Grammy
and
feels too
I think
obvious?
you would think that she had a Tony, which is why I'm thinking she doesn't. If that makes sense, it's sort of backwards logic, but
You're right. She doesn't.
Oh.
Just won £500,000.
Wow, well done, Samster.
I don't know what she would have won the Grammy for. Don't get me wrong, but
No,
like,
I'm just trying to think what it could possibly be. I'm going to resort to Google on this, because she's about
Maybe.
109, isn't she? It's all the Hall of Fame Lifetime Achievement Spoken Word album for children. She did win one. The earliest one was 1965 album for children.
from the soundtrack for the movie. Oh.
No, album for children. Apparently, Grammy Award for Best Children's Album. So there we go. She declined a Tony nomination, apparently. So there we are. Well, gentlemen, we've got all the way through to the end. A smattering of people getting right, but no one left on a perfect streak. Unlike you two, you are getting to get to see question number 15 of 15, Colo, for the 3rd time. Could you be a 3 times over millionaire? I think this would be the first millionaire winners in the latest build of the game, if you win. I think. Possibly. You may not. I don't want to tempt any fate. I'm just recalling facts. Question 15. If you give me a wrong answer, you lose £468,000. That's where the 68 came from before. You've no lifelines left, but have a look for £1 million. Question number 15 of 15. Notable as the only Royal Navy ship to survive being struck by an Exocet missile, which of the following Royal Navy ships survived the Falklands War? HMS Coventry, HMS Ardent, HMS Glamorgan, HMS Sheffield.
Tell me you know something here, Carl.
I think the Coventry was sunk. Sheffield, I think, might have been sunk. Ardent. I can't remember the Ardent at all.
Well, that means it's not noteworthy then.
But Glamorgan. Definitely not Coventry.
Okay.
Had half your time.
Oh. I don't know, I have to say.
Do you want to take a 1 in 3 punt, or do we take the money?
I think we probably take the money.
Okay.
Unless you really want to have a guess.
I mean, I'd like to get $1 million, but if you really don't know, then I think I've ridden my luck enough on the last question.
No, I don't think. Definitely not Coventry. I don't think Morgan. I don't know about Arden. Sheffield rang a bell immediately as a ship in the Falklands, but
I am going to have to press you for an answer.
We'll take the money. The money.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay, give Samsa and Colo an absolutely massive round of applause. They walk away with £500,000. Colo denied his third million, but my goodness gracious me, what a terrific show you've given us, seeing all 15 questions. Absolutely tremendous performance. Out of idle curiosity, because Colo, you'd dismissed one and you'd sort of half dismissed the second. If you were going to take a punt, which one would it have been?
Well, it would have been between Arden and Sheffield. I think I'd have gone for Ardent.
If you'd have said to me B, HMS Ardent, you'd no longer be sat there with £500,000 because you'd have just lost £468,000. The answer was, in fact, C. HMS Glamorgan.
Wow.
So there we go.
Jumped in risk it there.
I think you cut your losses at the right time there. Oh, what a terrific game. My heart's going like that at the moment for you here. And just a terrific game. And it's been lovely to have a paired game with the two of you. Let's just check in with the lobby at the end of that. Big Man Aaron, Topper 1, and Paulister getting that one right. And the high score goes to, I think it goes to Topper. No, now cut that out with 13. Paulister and Topper tying up in second with 12 out of 15. And of course, 10 pennies for every correct answer you gave, plus your bonus depending where you set your stall. They'll be added when the non-credits roll. Samsa and Colo, what a terrific game. Thank you so much for playing. And Samsa, thank you for being a good sport, offering up your place there and bringing Colo. Because, of course, it's the only game Colo could play this evening. But you've given us a splendid opportunity and actually having a paired game from time to time.
Yeah, we need more of these.
You need more of these from time to time. Maybe I'll go back to the rigmarole, the thing where we'd have one paired game per session, let's say.
And yeah, a great pack from Dogfish as well. Really.
Yeah, and before I forget, let me add some pennies on for Dogfish. Absolutely terrific pack there. 75 pennies, author bonus. Oh, that's not Dogfish, that's someone else. There's Dogfish. Dogfish 44, 75 author bonus award pennies. There we go. Thank you very much for an absolutely terrific pack there, Dogfish. And well done to Colo and Samster. You walk away £500,000 better off.
Do we have to share that?
Yes, you do. $250,000 each, but I will put you on as a single entry, Samsa and Colo, on the leaderboard over on the website in due course.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you very much, both of you. We'll see you a bit later on.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, what fun. What fun. And what great contestants there. And terrific effort from both of them. And, of course, from Dogfish as our question writer. Let's press the magic button and write the data to the drive, refresh the app, and give you all a bonus of 10 pennies. Wubba-tabam, 14, if you'd like to claim 10 more pennies. We have got one more game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire this evening. And it's with a pack from our Australian friend, Sam is Acidic. Sam has written a couple of times for this game in the past. He does write very, very solid packs. And we're grateful to Colo, who proofed this pack. So he will probably sit this game out, or maybe just play in the right-hand side lobby. And if you want your chance to come and earn yourself a virtual £1 million in the hot seat, you'll need to come and join the left-hand side lobby and make sure you've got a microphone and access to the Discord. Of course, also later on this evening, we are playing the sort of second pilot of Data Leak, which is the first pilot of Data Leak, because before it was called Drip Feed, but now it's called Data Leak. It's had some changes, one to the round and two also to the look of it as well. So do hope you'll stick around to the end of this Millionaire game when we'll be playing that at the end of the night. So a slightly longer stream this evening, but I hope we're all having fun all the same. Give me about 2 minutes and 1 second, according to this, while I set up for the next game, and then we will be playing Sam's pack. Sam is Acidic's pack in the third game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire this evening. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. This is very much your call is important to us, isn't it, actually? It's an F. Thank you for calling Game Night. Thank you for calling Game Night. Your call is important to us. You are being held in a queue, and we will be doing nothing whatsoever about it. Anyway, I decided actually I'm just about out of wine, so I'm going to go switch my drink over. So I'm going to play one more song, which is equally... Oh, this one's a bit longer, so I might fade it out before, but it's going to swap my drink over, and I'll be right back in a sec. Please hold to speak to an advisor. Welcome back to the third part of Game Night this evening and the third game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Earlier on, we saw Paulister go away with £1,000. We've just seen Samson Kola go away with £500,000. And we've got one more pack to face. It is from Sam is Acidic, our friend from Down Under. And if you want to have a go at this pack, you need to type in one of these codes. LJRY FGXU. If you just want to play in the lobby game, it's FGXU. If you want your chance in the hot seat, it's LJRY. Type in the codes and come and join the game. So I switched up to something a bit sweeter. Bit of Southern Comfort and lemonade to round the night off. Welcome, Snoopy Looker. I see you jumping into the server as well. You're very welcome. Great to have you. And welcome to the stream as well, TJ, Puzzle Dan, Sportsy, David, Juz, Jimmy T, Claire, and Exo Alto. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're keeping well. Thank you for joining us this Tuesday evening. How are we doing? 5 to 10. So, a game you can play, Oni. Yes, absolutely. Welcome on in. And yeah, it's Sam is Acidic, our friend from Down Under. And see what we're going to make of this. No, we're not, David, though I have got some notes on this from the proofers. This was Kola who proofed this one. Good pack. That's about it. Good pack. So we've got a couple of amendments made, but nothing substantial. Yeah, that's probably sensible, Snoopy. Probably sensible. If you view from the sidelines and see how you get on. And the next game that we're playing actually after Millionaire, the last game of the night, will be Data Leak, which is mass multiplayer and you can play throughout. So that's a bit friendlier rather than sort of shining a spotlight on you immediately. Though we're not playing Spotlight. Spotlight's not up for a couple of weeks. Anyway, that's the end of the sting. We've got 12 and 12. Let's lock it up and meet our fastest finger contestants for our third game. Tonight they are... Energy here from there. Prudes from somewhere in Manchester. TJ from the Tournament's Intense Stair Generator. Claire from behind you. Same and Start Away from in the fridge with a mudkip. Puzzle Dan from behind that cardboard box right over there. Big Man Aaron 1 from on a surprisingly comfy office chair. The Lupine 1 from West Yorkshire. Topper 1 Gaming from on the iPad because the internet is balked. And Shadowbane from over the hills and far away. And again, the one pack that the Proofer in the wings can play tonight and they're not picked for fastest finger first. Oh, that's the drill. Maybe we can end up with another paired game. We'll have to see what happens, Oni. But you're there with shapes. You're there with shapes. Okie dokie. Fastest finger first once again. If I win, Oni can play with me. There you go, Topper. Sorry, there you go, Oni. Topper's said, as has Lupi. Oh, we're getting another paired game. Paired games seem popular. All right. Okay, Oni, you're getting fast-tracked in. 3 people have said that if they win. We're Teletubbies come to play. Well, let's get one player into the hot seat first before we start thinking about a second. Fastest finger first. A, B, C, D, C, D, A, B, B, A, C, D. Whatever you fancy typing in. Put the answers into the correct order. Whoever does it in the fastest time will be the third player tonight to play for a virtual £1 million. Nice and quiet in the audience, fingers on buzzers and whispering to Persephone's Twitch spot. Here comes the next question. Starting with the smallest, put these British coins in order of their diameter. 2p, 1p, 10p, 5p. With apologies to any non-Brits. Yes, American here probably pots that. Yeah, with apologies for any non-Brits. So starting with the smallest, it's a 5p. That's about yay big, very small. Then the 1p, just slightly bigger. It's like yay big. Then the 10p, that's sort of yay big. And then the biggest of those is the 2p, which, despite being the second smallest denomination, is a copper coin and is about yay big. Yay big, slightly bigger, etc. Yeah, you know the drill. That's the right order, D, B, C, A. Let's find out who was fastest and who was right in the fastest time. All of these right. Not everyone. Who was fastest? Topper 1 Gaming in 4.31 seconds. Well played, mate. And a little bit of karmic justice here, because if you do want to play a paired game, I'm up for that. And Oni was actually the second fastest. So maybe it's meant to be. We'll have 2 paired games tonight. And it's up to you, Topper, if you want to play solo or if you want to get Oni down with you. No pressure. So you did say that at the beginning. This big, yeah, that big. You'll take Oni if he's up for it. Well, let's see if Oni does fancy playing along with you in a paired game tonight. Is that an assent there, Oni? So Oni got some good dynamics last time, and let's see if we'll get some similar to it. Well, Alex is in the green room, so I'm going to take that as a positive sign. Let's go wait for Topper to pop his way in. There he is. Let's bring you both into the broadcast studio. Gentlemen, good evening.
Hello.
And Alex is...
Isn't it?
Topper, Alex, good evening. Topper, first of all, very well done on your fastest finger. That's very, very quick there, 4.31 seconds.
Yeah, thank you for changing the controls to using the numbers.
Oh, is that what it is? If it's the 1, 2, 3, 4 that's not working. Nice.
It worked. My bugging you helped.
It did. Just keep bugging me. Eventually, I'll do it. It's the same message I say to my wife. Keep bugging me. Eventually, I will do that laundry. Top, is this your first time in the chair?
Second.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
Okay, how was your Oh yeah, Claire, that's a new feature I added like literally an hour before the stream starts, so you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's brand new today. How was your first appearance, Topper?
I won £1,000, losing on, I think it was question 8 or 9.
Okay,
so let's hopefully do better this time with my friend.
Well, yes, you brought a buddy down, Alex. Again, the only pack Alex can play because he wrote one of them and proofed the other. So this is the only one Alex has been eligible to play. Alex, welcome to the hot seat, or the co-hot seat.
It's slightly less hotter, but it's still nice.
Yeah, so it's still a nice mild temperature. How you feeling? How you feeling coming in with Topper to face Sam's pack?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I also have played once before, and I also won £1,000 after being eliminated at question 9, I think.
Okay, so similar performances from both of you then. Well, maybe between you can double that and get up to £2,000. Or maybe even higher. We'll have to wait and see. As usual, the usual drill. I put you down there only like as Topper's pet, which is maybe a bit rude of me. I can move you if you prefer it a little bit. But first of all, very first question, I need to just clarify with you that it's Topper's answer. Topper's the one who has to say final answer on this journey. But the first question I have for you, is it going to be 50-50 or is it going to be double dip?
What do you want?
I would like to go double dip personally. I think it's a better lifeline. Unless you do
why not? Yeah, because the time that, well, to be fair, the one I got wrong, neither of them would have saved me. So, yeah, I think double dip.
Double dip it shall be. Okay, and of course 3 phone a friends as well. I think you know the people available because you've been well, Topper certainly. You've been on offer tonight. Who would you like to bring back in to help you out on the other end?
Ooh. Who's available in the chat? I want to see some please me's.
We've got a Carl the Seventh. We've got a TJ. We've got a We Like Shapes. We've got a Big Man Aaron. We've got a Salem Stowaway. We've got a Now Cut That Out. We've got a Claire. We've got Shadowmane. Just the once is fine. Canberra Ash to a good frustrated packsman. Prudes is loitering as well. Who'd you fancy?
I'll take Big Man Aaron.
Big Man Aaron, okay.
Go on, only you choose one.
I'll say, because the first one to offer their hat in the ring, Car.
Car, okay. Car, Big Man Aaron, and a final phone a friend option.
So we've got a Scot, we've got a Brit.
Implying that Scotland is not part of Britain, which it is, but go on.
Okay, we've got alright.
Two Brits, a Scot and an Englishman.
Oh, Toot's kind of honorary American.
Is
based on how good he is at Jeopardy.
We can go Toot.
Okay, yeah, so Big Man Aaron and Toot and Car are your 3 phone a friend. So, double dip available, phone a friend available, ask our Twitch audience available, and of course ask the host. Worked out last time. Can't guarantee it will be the same this time as we face Sam as a Acidics pack. Oh, end of the sting. We've been talking so long. Topper, Oni, you both ready to play?
Yeah, let's play it.
Yeah, go on, do it.
Okay, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Phase. So here we go once again in the Twitch audience. A, B, C or D. Whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot within 20 seconds if you want your answer to count. If you don't know, you can walk away and set your bonus. 10 pennies for every correct answer, plus a bonus wherever you walk away. Right, on we go. Question number 1. Global franchise Bricks for Kids specialises in workshops for children involving what toy? Barbie dolls, Lego, X-ray machines, Buzz Lightyear.
I assume Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lego, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £100. And yes, Claire, you can do numbers on this as well. Should just do a dot replace. Let's check the lobby. Mark and Oni. Oh, obviously Oni's in the hot seat walking away on that one. Mark either AFK or just a little bit slow on the uptake there. But everyone else getting a right answer. Let's go on. Question number 2.
I would have guessed Barbie.
How many white pawns are placed on the board at the start of a game of chess? 16, 6, 12, 8.
Yeah, it's 8, isn't it?
Yeah, 8 white, 8 and 8 black. So
Yes,
8 final answer.
8 gives us £1,200. Only, I feel you keep getting blocked off by the question lozenges there. But that's fine. We'll deal with it. If it becomes a problem, we might move you up later on.
I'm sitting cross-legged. Basically, when they're up, I can sneak a quick mojito from the studio.
Ah, very good. TJ, Claire, David, and Quizface getting that one wrong. I'm afraid you leave with nothing, but do keep answering because you still get 10 pennies for every question you get right, although no bonus, I'm afraid. On we go. Question number 3. In military terms, SAS generally refers to Special Air what? Safety, service, salesperson, system.
Service, isn't it?
Yeah.
Special Air Service.
I don't want to be the guy that keeps on going, it's gotta be, but, well, it's the first one.
It's just gotta be.
Gotta be.
Service, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £300. Stopping on nice -1 there. So far, so good. Up to £300 over in the lobby game. No drama on that question. Everyone who was still in is still in, and quite a few people else besides as well. Question number 4 for £500. Take a look. Which celebrity made headlines in 2015 by announcing that they would be running for US presidency in 2020? Madonna, Justin Bieber, Kanye West, Taylor Swift.
It's Kanye West, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it's Kanye. He did end up running on, like, the birthday party or, like, some other one. He got a ridiculously tiny number of votes for it. So, yeah, Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye West. It's gotta be. Kanye West, final answer.
It's the right answer. You won £500. Okay, sailing through so far. Over in the lobby, everyone who is still in getting that one right, and most people besides as well. Question number 5 then is the last point you could go away with. Nothing is worth a guaranteed £1,000. All 4 lifelines still there if you need them. Have a look. Question number 5 of a possible 15. An expression used to answer the phone in Italian. Which of these words means ready? Pesto, pronto, parlo, prego.
Oh.
That's an interesting one.
Well, we can eliminate pesto and I think parlo would be Italian to speak, not to be ready. Is he a pronto or prego?
Well, pronto, if you say get here pronto, it means get here quickly or on time. Whether that's the same as ready.
You're right.
I'm not 100% sure. I have no idea what prego is.
You've used about half your time. You have got 4 lifelines if you'd like to use one of them. Or more than one if you prefer.
I normally think I'm the linguistics guy, but Italian's kind of not a strong one here.
No, me neither.
I'd be saying to ask the audience is more useful at the low ones like this.
Yeah, we definitely need to use a lifeline, I think.
Yeah, I'd say ask the audience.
I agree.
Okay, audience, on your keypads, please. Even if you've already answered, you need to answer again. And even if you're not in one of the lobbies, you can still answer either in whispers or in public chat. An expression used to answer the phone in Italian. Which of these words means ready? Pesto, pronto, parlo, or prego? It's worth £1,000. All vote now.
Please don't be a 50-50.
Not quite, but it's 4% think pesto, 4% think parlo, 56% think pronto, 34% thinking prego, and that is based off a survey of 23 people. You've got 17 seconds left on the clock before I need a decision. Is that of any help?
I think at this point we take the better option, because if we're wrong, they're wrong, and it shows worse on them, not us.
My main concern is that earlier I was gearing towards pronto, and that may have swayed a few people to guess pronto.
Yeah, but they still went for it.
True.
I am going to need a decision from you.
Shall we just go for it?
Yeah, go on then. Pronto, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £1,000. So prego is a word. One of the only Italian words I know outside of opera. It's the Italian word for "you're welcome." So my mum always used to say prego when I said thank you for something, because she likes to pretend she can speak other languages. Bless her. She does it. Just occasionally she uses words in other languages, but yeah, prego is Italian for "you're welcome."
My dad does this when he claims to understand French, and the only things he knows is literally the word le schmurte fleur.
Le schmurte blurte fleur.
Le schmurte blurte fleur.
And also with you. Let's take a look in the lobby. Oh, a lot of orange going on there. Lupine, Bigman Aaron, Puzzle Dan, Prug, Shaped, Tabstop, and Snoopy Looker all getting their first one wrong, and unfortunately going away with no bonus. But of course, do keep answering questions. We'll give you 10 pennies for every question you get right. Dogfish cutting his losses and walking away with £500, which equates to, I think, 100 pennies. Still plenty of green lights, though, going on in there, and quite a few people getting that one right besides. As for you two, you've used up your Ask the Audience, but you've got 3 lifelines still intact. You double dip, you phone a friend, you ask the host. Question number 6 is worth £2,000. You might as well play this one. There's nothing to lose here. Have a look. Question number 6 of a possible 15. The Science and Industry Museum, which features a gallery telling the story of the industrialisation of cotton production, is found in which British city? Manchester, Dundee, Belfast, Aberystwyth.
I was getting very, very worrying that Derby would have shown up. Because there is one of those kind of museums here, but it's not called that. Okay. So, well, Manchester is fairly close to like the north bit of Derbyshire, and the centre of the Industrial Revolution, where you had like cotton making industry, was in around the centre of the UK. It was basically Derbyshire, so like up round in Cromwell, which is kind of centre to North Derbyshire. So I assume from there, surely it's Manchester.
That would make a lot of logical sense. That's all I've got to go on, because I have got absolutely no idea. I've never heard of it.
Are you going to trust Oni's hunch on this, or you've got 3 lifelines left? You can walk away, but you might as well play this one. There's nothing to lose here.
Do you think your logic is sound enough to go for it?
80%. Do you want to do a double dip?
If we do double dip, what would be the other answer we go for though?
Shite, that's right. Oh god. Okay.
10 seconds.
Death
I need a response.
Shall we go for it?
Death or Glory?
Manchester.
You gotta do it.
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £2,000.
Nice one.
We are doing this the hard way.
Yes, the Manchester, as you pointed out, the centre of industry in the UK. Cottonopolis in it says too. Shadowmane, Salem to Daru, brand new Halo, all getting that one wrong, setting their bonus at £1,000 or 125 pennies. Still plenty of green lights there. Card, J White 2, ABME and Energia are all 6 for 6 so far. You're doing fine. You're doing fine, guys. Question number 7 is worth £4,000. You lose 1,000 if you're wrong at this point, but you have still got those 3 lifelines. Double dip, phone a friend, ask the host if you'd like to use them. Take a look. You don't have to play. Question number 7. It's worth £4,000. Bibliobus is the French term for what? A religious almanac, a compound metal, a mobile library, bibliographic indentation.
Well, I thought I was going to be all smart because biblio is something to do with books.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
3 out of the 4 of them are to do with books, so that's fun.
We can definitely rule out B, I think.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Unless it's a big swerve
Dude.
away from.
Now, are the French going to be as cute that the bibliobus is the library bus? Well, the French for bus is bus, isn't it? Le bus.
Yeah. Yes, it is. The bus.
The thing is, it's so poppity pink. Like, you know, it sounds modern. It does sound like a mobile library, I think. Poppity ping being the Welsh for microwave.
30 seconds.
I want to go mobile library.
So do I, but there's a part of me saying it's a trap.
Yeah, but it's 2k. It's 2k.
Lifeline?
£2,000.
£4,000 is what it's worth. 15 seconds.
Sorry, yeah. So yeah, double or half. I think at this, I think it's the mobile library.
How confident?
Pretty reasonably confident.
Mobile library, final answer.
You've just won £4,000.
I was just about to swear in French, and then I realised that I don't know any French swear words.
Meh.
I don't know any good ones. Sorry.
There's a really good line by the Merovingian in The Matrix Reloaded.
Oh yeah.
Which I used to be able to recite, and now I can't.
It's like wiping your ass with silk.
It's like wiping your ass with silk. I love it. Except in a French accent, not in something vaguely European and possibly slightly racist. Apologies in advance to any French viewers. ABME and Jay White getting that one wrong, dropping back to £1,000. We've still got Toot, Car and Energia on 7 for 7. Still plenty of players on 6 as well in the wings, though they've set their bonus elsewhere. You preserved a lifeline on that question. You've still got 3 intact. Double dip, phone a friend, ask the host. Question number 8 is worth £8,000. You lose 3 with a wrong answer. You don't have to play, but have a look. Question number 8 of a possible 15. What is the most consumed meat in the world? Lamb, pork, beef, goat.
Now, Topper, this sounds like something that's come on one of your quizzes.
I don't think it's been on my quiz, but I've definitely seen this question before, relatively recently. And I think it was pork.
That's the thing. That was the one I immediately eliminated in my head. I certainly know that beef isn't going to be.
No, it's not beef.
But because of it being halal and kosher rules, pork will be off the table in a lot of countries.
True. I thought it was pork because I remember saying something afterwards saying pork, the worst meat. Why is that number 1? But maybe it was just number 2 or something. Oh. I think a lifeline needs to be used here.
Yeah, what we got left?
You've got double dip, phone a friend, ask the host. 30 seconds.
I think this might be something that someone in the phone a friend knows. Who we got?
Toot and Car and
Big Man Aaron.
Big Man Aaron.
Topper, pick one. I know we got a lot.
I think Toot might know, or maybe Car. Because
quickly.
Actually, Car. We'll ask Car.
Okay, press the phone a friend button. So we'll. Car's already waiting in the green room, ready to go. So we'll bring him up. 30 seconds to ask him the question and tell him the 4 possible answers. Car.
Hello.
Royal Flush from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Wow. Hi.
Wow. Hi. We've got a Topper and Oni here. They're doing fine. They're up to £4,000. Yes, and they need your help to get up to £8,000. The next question you'll hear will be Topper's. He'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of those is worth £8,000. All right, Car.
Okay.
Okay, Topper. Lots of luck. 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
What is the most consumed meat in the world? Lamb, pork, beef, or goat?
The funny thing is, I wrote this question for Jewel, and the answer was pork beef.
Oh my god, yes!
That's what I thought.
I wrote this question, is pork ahead of chicken? Beef, I think, is third. Lamb is nowhere near, goat is nowhere near. It's B, pork. 100%.
Oh, do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
Thank you.
Okay, press the button to stop the clock early, because I can do that. I do need an answer from you at this point.
Can I count on Car? Pork, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £8,000. Good old Car. Confirming, I think Topper sort of had a hunch at the answer, and yeah.
I'm a bad friend.
I'm not going to lie. I would have thought pork, like you said, the kosher and the halal rules out a lot of people around the world. I would have thought lamb, because it's quite a popular dish. Well, I mean, when I first saw the question, I thought chicken might be an option, and that'd be one I'd go for. But maybe that's why Sam's left it out, because it's an obvious wrong answer, maybe. And it's still quite low down the money ladder, and there's not really supposed to be trick questions in Millionaire. Either way, Energia getting that one wrong, dropping back to £1,000. Toot and Car, your phone a friend, getting the right answer right there. 8 for 8, and a few people in the wings also getting right answers. So, we're doing fine. We've got a double dip and we've got an Ask the Host. You're 2 away from the next big milestone of 32. Question number 9 is worth £16,000 if you give me a right answer, but you lose 7 if you're wrong. You don't have to play, but have a look. Question number 9 of a possible 15. The 1968 film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is based on a novel by which author?
Oh, yes.
Sidney Sheldon, Ian Fleming, C.S. Lewis, Joseph Heller.
That's definitely Ian Fleming.
Ian Fleming. Thank you very much.
Yep. Ian Fleming, final answer.
Good knowledge, you've just won £16,000. Yes, the man who wrote James Bond also wrote a song about a flying car. Who would have thought it? Welcome a Poto Nuevo and Asta Bash to the stream as well. Hope you're both doing well. Lovely to have you here. Do stick around for Data Leak, which is coming up after this game of Millionaire. Lovely to see you all. And I hope everyone in the chat is keeping well. Let's check in with the chat scores. Toot and Car still going strong, 9 for 9. Let's look at some other players. Tadaru and Dogfish are both on 8, as is Prug. Strong plays all round. A few players on 7 as well. Not quite so many bonuses, because the bonus is from where you get your first one wrong or where you walk away. Yeah, strong plays all round. As for you two, you're 1 away from £32,000 top hand only, a guaranteed milestone, which would guarantee you both a high score. You're both already on a high score if you walk away. If you get it wrong, you can only equal your best, both having previously won £1,000. Question number 10, worth a guaranteed £32,000. 2 lifelines remaining, double dip and Ask the Host. If you need to use them, that is what they're there for. You can use them and still walk away. It's up to you, but have a look. Question 10 of a possible 15. Which of these countries does not have a city or town named Boston? UK, USA, New Zealand, South Africa.
Okay, we're going to rule out UK and USA immediately.
Yeah, because Boston's Lincolnshire and Boston's Massachusetts.
Yep.
So, do you want to use the double dip and guarantee yourself 32k?
Just quickly see if I can remember if there was one in the other 2 countries. Boston, South Africa, Boston, New Zealand. I can't actually think of one.
I can't either. No. I was thinking if UK and USA would have appeared in, my strategy would have been double dip it and just go through.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to double dip because I can't narrow down.
Just to confirm, just to confirm, if you double dip, you cannot walk away.
That's cool.
Well, now that you say that, yeah, we'll go double dip.
Okay, we're going to double dip. Which of these countries does not have a city or town named Boston? A, UK, B, USA, C, New Zealand, D, South Africa. Can I have your first answer, please?
C, New Zealand, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £32,000.
Hey.
Yes, the Boston is in KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. And there's also Boston or Boston Estate is a suburb in Belleville, city of Cape Town, South Africa. New Zealand does not have one. So, good use of the double dip. You didn't know you got lucky on the first one, but I think you were fairly confident it wasn't A or B. Toot and Car still going strong with 10 out of 10. Only a handful of other players getting that one right. Now, guaranteed £32,000. No matter what happens, you leave with at least that amount this evening. Have a look at question 11. You might as well play it. It's worth £64,000. Nothing to lose if you're wrong. You have still got Ask the Host. If you think that might be useful, you can play that and still walk away. But like I say, nothing to lose on this question, so may as well give it a go. Have a look. Question number 11 of a possible 15. In which decade was the first electric bass guitar developed? 1960s, 1930s, 1940s, 1920s.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I know who did it. It's going to be Les Paul. But that's not what we're asking here. Inkling for me is I know that the electric guitar got into popularity in the 50s, but it was really the 30s that the framework was first laid down, I think. So I'd be inclined to think 30s.
Are you confident with that, or confident enough?
At this point, there's no real risk other than not having the chance to embarrass Ben.
You two are both love a chance to do that.
Love you, really. Yeah, I'd probably go. To be fair, either 30s or 40s. And I think potentially 30s strikes me a little bit more, but that's probably because it's electric guitar splat. Could the 40s be the answer? I think I'd want to ask the host here. I really do.
Shall we ask the host?
Yeah, why not?
Ben, would like to ask you, please.
You want to ask me?
Yes, please.
Okay, here's what I think. I'm just trying to think back to my A-level music days, because we did a lot of stuff in music A-level on the sort of the development of pop music in the Western world. And I can tell you the songs that we studied. We did a song by Howlin' Wolf, which was 40s or 50s. That definitely had an electric bass in it. So it's not the 60s, it was well around by then. And then we're getting into Tupelo Honey and stuff by... who did Tupelo Honey? Was that Van Morrison? That would have been 60s. So it's not the 60s, it's earlier than that. Just trying to think. The piece we did from the 30s was because it was a pop and jazz module, and it sort of splintered off in two directions. And we ended up doing the 60s with like Miles Davis and stuff, and also the 60s with the Beatles. I'm just trying to think. The Louis Armstrong piece, which is called West End Blues, did that have an upright bass or an electric bass? I think it had an upright bass. That doesn't mean the electric bass wasn't there. And as you said, only the sort of the framework for it all is all sort of in place. I can rule out the 60s. I'm pretty sure it's not the 20s either, because the earliest we look back on the ensemble module was 1930s, which suggests that was an important sort of decade for the genre. So I, like you, would be inclined to go 30s or 40s, and at a pinch, I would probably agree with you and say 1930s, but it would be a coin flip, very much between those two. I'm sorry I can't, again, a music question, and I'm sorry I can't be of more certainty for you. It feels quite bad to not be able to deliver with some confidence, but it's 30s or 40s, and I'm probably 60-40 in favour of B, 1930s, and that's my final answer.
Happy with 30s, Oni?
Let's pop for it, yeah.
B, final answer.
I know that they must have come up with it because the double bass was getting drowned out by the rest of the orchestra, but whether they came up with that in the 30s or 40s, I don't have a scoop.
Because you've asked me, I don't get anything in my log computer. Can you please reveal what's the correct answer? B, 1930s, good call. Good game, gang, good game.
Well done, man.
I mean, I got it down to a coin toss, and I was glad it fell down the right way. I've just realised that there's a request for turn to page 394 from Digital David, so I will do that on the next question. Toot and Carr both bombing out on that one, leaving with £32,000, setting the stall, and the high score for the bonus is £32,000. Still got to get through 4 questions, so still all to play for. Let's go on to the next. Press the wrong button, apologies. An areola is an identifying feature of which plant? Chrysanthemum, Japanese maple, cactus, moss. Apologies for not doing the Alan Rickman voice. I pressed the wrong button and didn't have time to prepare. This question's worth £125,000 and you've got no lifelines left, by the way.
Well, I've had a lovely time, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, I think I sort of know that we both know what an areola is, yes, but in a botany,
there is a small bell in my mind saying cactus.
But do you want to risk half your money on it?
It's not ringing hard enough for me to want to go for it. But then again, it's not real money.
I know.
Pennies are real.
But it's pennies. Pennies are real things, and also 64k after 1k. Think we've done pretty good tonight, haven't we?
You lose 32 if you're wrong. 125,000 if you're right.
I wouldn't want to risk it. But it's your call.
It is Topper's game officially, so Topper 20 seconds to make your mind up. You're going to walk.
Let me just use this 20 seconds to see if that bell will ring harder.
An areola is an identifying feature of which plant? Chrysanthemum, Japanese maple, cactus, or moss?
We're gonna walk away.
Final answer. Okay, give Topper and Oni an absolutely massive round of applause. They walk away £64,000 better off. Good game, you two. Out of idle curiosity, would you have gone for C if you're going to have a punt?
I think I would have as well.
I can say, if you had said to me C, cactus, you'd have just won £125,000. It was the right
you needed
answer.
a run up to hit the bell.
The bell didn't ring hard enough.
I think it was actually on QI now that I think about it.
Oh, okay.
Was it on QI?
One of those things. But
the thing is, we can hit the klaxon, we can't hear it. It's great.
I tell you what, guys, you've been fantastic contestants. You've given us a really great show. And thank you very much to Sam as well for the pack. Have you had a good time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great fun.
Wonderful. Well, you'll be given a joint score on the leaderboard, and you'll go up there with £64,000.
Redemption's great.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you very much, even though I didn't really deserve it, but thank you.
I shall pop you back into the green room, and we'll play out the pack. So, lobby to play out the pack. Of course, no one on a perfect streak anymore. In fact, only 4 people getting that right. 2 Dogfish, AB, me, and Charmaine all getting a correct answer. This next question would have been worth £250,000. Let's play it out in the lobby, A, B, C, or D, but we're on speed mode now, and I'm going to try and do my Alan Rickman impression for at least 2 of these questions. Here is the next one. What's happening now? Oh yeah, Oni's still there. Good point. Let me make yeah. There we go. Oni's phased out of the studio. On we go. Question number 13. Have a look at this. Which of these contemporary artists did not have at least one track featured on the Billboard Top 100 Songs of 2020 staff list? Olivia Rodrigo, Lewis Capaldi, Gabby Barrett, Beyonce. Answer now. That wasn't very good. I'll try better on the next one. It's very difficult to do Alan Rickman at speed. He doesn't talk very fast. Oh my, split in the room. Hey, Olivia Rodrigo, 25% of you getting the correct answer. Oh, excuse me, getting the correct answer on that one. Let's see who it was. Big Man Aaron only getting his first one right. TJ, Dogfish, and Mark getting his first one right as well. And yeah, 2 players getting their first one right. That's how the game goes. £500,000 question. Another Alan Rickman voice then for you. Take a look at this. According to the Peruvian 2017 census, what percentage of Peru's population is ethnically black? 9, 13, 16, 4. Answer now. As a shorter question. Can manage that one. I can mark that one as completed. There you go, David. Yes, please. Indeed. Again, split in the room. B, the slim majority. Correct answer is actually D4. Very low percentage for £500,000. How did we get on? Smattering of people. Well, the percentage that was shown there that I now can't remember. Energia, Big Man Aaron, Shadowmane, Prue, Claire, and Aideen all getting that one right. 11 is the high score, I think. Toot, Dogfish, Prugs, Big Man Aaron all on 11. Let's see, for all the marbles then, the £1 million question from Sam is Acidic. Here it is. Which Australian film tells the story of the Kerrigan family? The Kerrigan family. The Castle. High Ground. Bad Eggs. Red Dog. Answer now. And I have to say, I'm not remotely surprised to see an Australia question in at question 15 from Sam as Acidic. I'd expect nothing less. Again, splitting the room fairly evenly. A, The Castle, the joint least popular answer was the correct answer. And it was Puzzle Dan, Claire, and Toot and Snoopy who got that one right, which means Toot takes the lobby win by a point, 12 out of 15, and with that bonus £32,000. All of those will be added when we roll the credits. And that is it from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. But don't go away, because very shortly we're going to be playing Data Leak, brand new game from Persephone's Chair, formerly known as Drip Feed. First of all, Sam is Acidic, author bonus, 75 pennies going your way. Thank you for a delightful question pack. Lovely, lovely stuff. And everybody else, let me add those pennies onto you now. Written to Drive, refresh the app, and 10 more pennies if you like. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? 99. Wubba to Bam, 99 if you want another 10 pennies. Added to your penny count. Season finale is approaching. It's going to be 20th of December, so 5 weeks away, 6 weeks away, something like that. Season finale, the more pennies you have, the more raffle tickets essentially you get for the draw, and then they get reset at the start of the next season, which is kicking off on January the 1st. I'm doing a stream on New Year's Day, so if you're not too hungover and you've not got anything better to do, usual time, Saturday, January the 1st, is going to be the Season 6 opener. My God, Season 6 is the thing, is upon us. That's going to run until about Easter at April time, and can fully disclose at this point that I have the question writers have rallied, and we have now got packs assigned for every single game of Season 4, barring 1 or 2 warm-up games. So, very much looking forward to that. Of course, the schedule is all going to go to hell in a handcart when I invent a new game at some point, which is invariably going to happen. But that's the way it goes. I can stop sharing my screen now, and I can disconnect from chat, because the next game does not require me to talk to anybody except everybody in the stream. And if you want to play it, I'm going to cut off that bonus in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cutting it off. 26 players grabbing a penny. If you want to play it, you'll need to stick around. It's called Data Leak. It's the latest game from Persephone's Chair, formerly known as Drip Feed. The rules are more or less the same. One round has had some changes, and I've written a new pack. I'm very excited to share it with you. I do always enjoy sharing my own questions with you. I've written this over the last couple of days, and I think you'll really get a kick out of it. So if you would like to play Data Leak, do stick around. I've added on the pennies. I've done Sam's author bonus. Just before we finish, massive thank you again to all our contestants this evening, to our writers, to our proofers, and to you for playing along at home and for watching along. I hope you've had a good time with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Don't go away though, because the stream doesn't end there. Coming up very shortly, we're going to be having Data Leak, brand new game with a brand new question pack written by me. Don't want to miss it. Stay there. I'll be back in just a few minutes' time. That's the drip indeed. It's Data Leak. Welcome. And I'm now outside of the game. So thank you for Jay White for the nice comments. So this was Ardenfetz's suggestion, actually. He said Data Leak, that works. It sort of conjures up the same images, and you still keep the sort of the liquid water thing. David pointed out electricity and water. Whose idea was that? That's a bad combination. But then I thought I can add a spark to it and steer into the skid. Something like that. It's basically... Yeah, DMCA. I'm sorry, my bad. That's quite fun to do. It's all sorts of sounds on this machine. It's great. Yeah, sort of circuit board shader in the background. Again, it's a fake shader because I can't translate GSL to HSL or whatever they are. I can't. I tried again this time around. The first time I started doing when Ash pointed out Shader Toy to me, because Shader Toy's written in. I think Shader Toy's written in GSL and Unity uses HSL or something like that. So I just did a video and put it on loop in the background and slowed it down to half, recorded it for about 7 minutes. So in about 14 minutes time, there's going to be a really awkward judder on the background. But it does the job. It does the job. It's lower quality than the actual shade would be as well, but hopefully it comes across quite well. Anyway, this is Data Leak, formerly known as Drip Feed. And if you want to play, pop in the code. Capacity for 52 players in this game. Everyone is welcome to come and play. This hasn't been proofed, obviously it's just been written by me, so all proofers may potentially be playing, which means there may potentially be some issues with the questions. I don't think there are. I think it should all be fine and above board. Again, as with the Abyss, there will be a medal table coming to this very soon, as and when I get around to updating the app and the database on the website. But type in the code for now if you want to come play. Everything's been streamlined a bit. One of the rounds is very different. The order of the rounds has changed, all in Zero Judgment. You still can't join halfway through, so even if you only want to play 1 or 2 questions, do join at the very start. Is it a bit loud? Might just be my headset. Is the game music a bit loud? Wait, don't go. Okay, cool. I'll leave the balance as it is then. So yeah, even if you only want to play a couple, do join at the beginning, because otherwise you won't be able to join halfway through. All the rules will be explained on the screen. It's a whisper game only. Whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot with your answers. A few of the rules have changed the general things to make it a little bit sort of fairer for everybody. The order of the rounds has changed, and round 4 has completely changed. It's kind of similar to round 1 now, but subtly different. Yeah, that's about it. All the rules will be explained though along the way. So if you've not played before, then you're very welcome. Make sure you've got Persephone's Twitch bot at the ready to whisper to her, because she is the one that will process the answer. If you type it in public chat, a moderator will delete it, but more importantly, it won't be processed by the game, which is of course what you want it to be, so that your answers will be counted. Absolutely impossibly zoological jaunt. Nice, Claire. So yes, make sure you're whispering to the bot and keep your eye on the chat, because when the question is in chat, the question is live. Don't necessarily trust what your stream says. If you've got a bit of latency going on, you might be a few seconds out. Right, there's the end of the sting. Let's lock it up and let's play Data Leak. So round 1 is unchanged and it is called 5 degrees, but hopefully that's a bit more streamlined and easier to read. You'll be shown 5 questions. Each question has a category of 5 clues. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. Incorrect attempts now freeze you out for 5 seconds rather than for the remainder of the clue. And no, there was some issues with players typing in an answer within like a second or 2 of the next clue, but then clicking over to the next clue, so they got frozen out for another 10 seconds. Now it's a flat rate of 5 seconds, so from whenever you answer, you're frozen out for 5 seconds. This does mean you don't get a 3, 2, 1 countdown in the chat for the next clue, but it does mean that all 5 clues in the chat will be next to each other, notwithstanding anybody typing anything in the chat in between. You will get a 5-second warning before the very end. Timer in the top right-hand corner. The outer ring will be counting down to the next clue if you're just watching. The inner is the whole puzzle. So 50 seconds in total. Hope you're ready to play. Good luck. Have fun with this. Round 1, 5 degrees. Here is category number 1, and it is a musical. To date, it is the 9th longest running West End production. Might as well have a go. The next clue for 4 is show based on Thomas the Tank Engine and Cinderella are cited amongst its inspirations. Lupin the First to Solve, a couple of people hot on their tail. For 3 points then, it opened at the Apollo Victoria Theatre in 1984 and ran until 2002. For 2 points then, its most popular songs include Light at the End of the Tunnel, Only You and There's Me. For a single point then, the cast famously performed the entire show on roller skates. It was Starlight Express. I went to see it in probably the early noughties, actually. Starlight Express was the answer, and some points off the marks there. Lewis, Quizzle, Tapstop, Lupine, and Topper all grabbing 4. Brand New Halo, Claire, J White, Colo, Mark, Prug, Shapes grabbing 3. David, Toot, Snoopy, and Timor grabbing 2. Apodo, Big Man, Aaron, Carr, Oni, Quizface, and Samster grabbing the 1. A few more players yet to score. Don't worry, let's go on to the next puzzle. That's now faster, rather than having the sting in between. On we go. Category number, excuse me, 2. An instrument. In cultured music, the first recorded use of this instrument can be found in the works of Jean-Philippe Rameau. Next clue. Historically, it had no keys and is similar to the fife. Cyclespace are first in to solve, followed by Colo. For 3 points in, it regularly doubles the violin part in orchestral works to add sparkle and brilliance. Next clue, it is often cited as the highest instrument in the orchestra. A few more solves coming in now. And your final clue for a single point, the smaller cousin of the flute, this instrument uses the same fingerings, but produces a sound an octave higher. It was the piccolo. Well done. If you got that, I can't tell who got what points for that one, but Colo is in the lead with 7, Tabstop in second with 6, and then quite a few players, 5 in fact, with 5. Let's clear the board. And go on to puzzle number 3. The category is a person. This person won a scholarship to read chemistry at Somerville College, Oxford. Wow. Quite a few early solves here. She began her career as a food scientist developing soft serve ice cream. A few more getting 4. For 3 then, in 1986 she officially opened the M25 motorway. Thank you, Jay Foreman. On to clue for 2 points. She was elected as the Member of Parliament for Finchley in the 1959 general election. And finally, for 1 point, she went on to become the first female Prime Minister of the UK and earned the nickname the Iron Lady. It was, of course, Margaret Thatcher. Most people getting some points there, finding a solve. Yes, thank you, Jay Foreman, for the M25 clue. Person, Kodo and Tabstop tied up with 11, 4 players on 9, Lewis, Bruce, Quizzle and Topper, and Shapes in third on 8. Let's go on to the next puzzle. Category number 4 is a landmark. It is 66 feet high. Denying everybody the 5 points. Its first archaeological dig was supervised by Giovanni Battista Caviglia in 1817. Toot and Shapes are in for 4 points. For 3 then, it is the oldest known monumental structure in its country. You want for 3? No, we got 2. It faces directly from west to east on the bank of the Nile. A few more souls here, and for 1 point, its nose has been missing since at least 1755. It was the Great Sphinx of Giza. Sphinx would also have been accepted there. Most players getting an answer in there for at least 1 point. Very well played. Colo in the lead with 13. Tabstop and Shapes in second with 12. Lewis 2. Quizzle all on 11. Let's clear the board. And go on to puzzle number 5. Category is a sport. According to one of its leading magazines, there are 1,888 official places where you can play this sport in England. A few fives creeping in. Walter Hagen and Jim Barnes were amongst some of the earliest professionals. For 3 points in, the objective is to play as little of it as possible. For 2 points, the modern game originated in 15th century Scotland. And finally, for a single point, the 4 major championships of the Masters, the PGA Championship, the US Open, and the Open Championship. There we go. Of course, it's golf. Yes, weird when you think the objective of golf, like darts, the objective is to play as little of the sport as possible. Very... At 3 I said Monopoly. Nice photo. There we go. So, that is the end of round number 1. Let's clear the board and check out the scores. So that jingle now only happens at the end of the round rather than in between every question, and there's a whoosh sound. So at the end of round 1, Colo has an early lead with 18, Quizzle and Tabstop in second on 16, Lewis, Topper, Shapes in third on 15, but still much to play for as we go on to round number 2. This is the new round. Formerly round 4, which has now moved into the slot of round number 2. Round 3 has moved to round 4, and round 2 has moved to round 3. Round 2 is content filter. You'll be shown 5 questions. Each question has a category and 5 objects, events, or characters that feature in the answer. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed, and incorrect stamps will freeze you up for 5 seconds as before. Tip my hat to our current leader, Colo, for the suggestion for this round, not the questions themselves, but the content of the round and the format of the round, because the round that's gone is the one way out to take the first letter or the first couple of letters. Just didn't work out. I feel that was the one that I was the least happy with going into the game last time. So that's gone, and it's been replaced with this round. Very similar to round 1. I will say with this round, it is generally, because of the nature of it, generally more media heavy. Not exclusively, but a little bit more media heavy than before. No suspect, but Aaron. It's a little bit more media heavy. And yes, you get to save your paper for cryptex. Quite right, Lupine. So, round 2 is content filter. Best of luck. Let's go to category number 1, which is a year. 4 numbers needed. The Church of England ordains its first female priest. Proves in with a 5-pointer at the start. Good game, well played. Jeff Bezos founds Amazon. We're getting souls in here. Next one. Kim Il-sung dies. And on to a 2-point clue. The Shawshank Redemption is released. Final clue for 1 point then. Brazil win the FIFA World Cup for the 4th time. We're after 1994, which is the year all of those things happened. Well done if you got that. Lewis now taking the lead with 19 points. A lot of players on 18 here. And then third place would be 16. Quite a few there. Let's clear the board. And go on to puzzle number 2. And we are after a play. Sailor. Oh my god, proves if you got it just from Sailor. What on earth? Montano. Sold there from Samster. For 3 points, Duke of Venice. You're thinking that I wrote the questions. Touche. What else coming up? Desdemona for 2 points. And for a single point, Iago. Never missed an excuse to put the tragedy of Othello the Moor of Venice into a quiz. Can't keep this streak up. Well, you have just taken the lead, Pruse. It's very close at the leaderboard at the top. It keeps chopping and changing, which I love to see. It's always very exciting. Yes, Othello would also have been accepted. Let's clear the board. Let's focus on the right window and clear the board. Pruse in the lead with 23, Lewis in second with 22, Toots in third with 21, then Quizzle with 20, then Colo with 19, and then lots of 18s. Let's go on to the next category, which is a book. Starving Man. Lewis solving for 5. For 4 points, Martin. No new solves here. For 3 points in, Bumstead. For 2 points, Syme. No, just the one solved then. Okay, for a single point, Winston Smith. There we go. On reflection, that was maybe a bit hard. 1984 is what we're after. I should have put Julia in clue number 2. I ummed and ahed about that, but we live and learn as writers. 1984 is what we were after. Had to ignore all the other important. I didn't want to make it too easy to. Yeah. Winston Smith, the protagonist in 1984. Yes, I should actually read that book. Never have. I've listened to an audio book of it, but I've never actually read the book. Like I say too, I've never read the book, so I sort of had to base it off of the synopsis online, keynotes, who are the important characters. Let's clear the board. Lewis with a big lead at the moment, 27. Innes, who's actually not here tonight, I don't think, is our incumbent champion. Are you playing, babe? Are you playing along? What? Are you playing along behind me without saying the answer out loud? Do you want to play the next one?
Okay.
Tap me when you think you've got it.
I feel like I'm trapped.
You don't have to, but...
No, it's fine.
Next category is TV show. Donald Margolis. That's solving for 5. And Toot as well. Next clue, Lydia Rodarte Quayle. Yeah, I think you know it. Yes. Ow!
Sorry.
A few more souls. For 3 points, Tuco Salamanca. Yes, I don't know it. 2 points then, Saul Goodman. A few more souls coming in here. That's a bit more of an even spread. For a single point then, Jesse Pinkman. What is it, babe? It is Breaking Bad. Well done if you got that. Yes, Jane Margolis, yeah, she was a good character. So I thought I'd put Donald in at 5 because he was a lesser known character, wasn't as main a character as... Who played Jane? What's her name? Jane Margolis, Jesse's girlfriend in season 2.
Oh,
what's her
Jessica
name?
Jones actress.
Jessica. Oh yeah.
I have such a crush on
Kristen
her.
Ritter, thank you too.
Yes,
Kristen Ritter,
gorgeous.
yeah.
I love her.
She's very pretty.
Absolutely
Let's clear the board. Lewis in the lead with 29, Toots in second with 27, Proven Tabstock arm wrestling over third place with 24, Colo and Quizzle with 23. The next one is similarly media based, but this time it's not characters. Category 5 is film. Taron Killam. Sarah Paulson. No souls yet for 3 then. Benedict Cumberbatch. First soul from 2. Michael Fassbender for 2. Yep, you've got it. you are thinking about it at 3. I think you've got it 2. A couple more souls here. And for a single point then, Cheertologia 4. Maybe a tricky one. 12 Years a Slave, one of the best films ever made, certainly in the last 10 years. Would recommend it strongly. Just 5 solves there. Lupine, Timor, Samster 2, and Lewis. Literally gets a Cumberbatch from that. No, Ben Last. Have I become that predictable? Yeah, I need to stop being so predictable and research properly. Anyway, that is the end of round 2. Let's clear the board and check out the scores. So, Lewis and Toot are tied at the top with 30. Prugs and Tabstop tied in second with 24. Colo and Quizzle tied in third with 23. I hope that round works better than the other one. I hope you like that round better. That's what I hope. Yes. Feedback as ever. Cool. Thank you, Topper. Feedback as ever into the suggestions section of the Discord. I can see that people are writing in there already, so look forward to reading your feedback. Never played the other. Enjoyed that. Good to hear. Thank you, Bruce. Let's go on to round number 3. Former round number 2. Any other name? You'll be shown 5 questions. Each question has 5 different descriptions of the same word. Algorithm goes the way of evil blood service trap does. Points decrease every 10 seconds until the next quiz revealed. And again, incorrect attempts will freeze you out for 5 seconds. So, 5. The Cryptex Light one. Yeah, the Cryptex Light one has gone in the bin. Yeah, it didn't really feel in keeping with the rest of the game. It felt slightly too convoluted, a little bit too complex for a game that's supposed to be light and fluffy. Yeah, first word, first definition. But this one, you'll get 5 different descriptions of the same word, and the earlier you answer, the more points you get. So, obviously you don't get a category for this one, because there's 5 different descriptions, so it could be 5 different categories, quite understandably. So, no category, but here's puzzle number 1. A now defunct software company founded by entrepreneur Steve Outram. 5 points. For 4 points then, a funk metal band fronted by Les Claypool. So. Oh yes. The remains of a dwarf galaxy that once merged with the Milky Way for 3 points. And for 2, the common nickname for a dachshund, Blank Dog. And for a single point, a prepared tube of meat, most commonly pork, encased in a skin. Behave. It's a Sossig, of course. Sossig was the answer right there. Das ist mir Wurst. What are you giggling about?
Encased in her skin.
Encased in a skin? It's encased in a skin.
Just makes me think.
More about the sausage company. It was a very sausage question there. I don't know whose meme that is. That came up the other day. I think it was on Ash's stream. It's a sausage question. But that was very much a sausage question, which is possibly why that, after watching Wipeout, that was maybe encased in my brain. But yes, das ist mir Wurst. That is sausage to me. Well done. Most people getting some points there. Let's clear the board. And go on to puzzle number 2. Sausages sandwich. The surname of YouTuber TBJZL. Oh, Cyclespace getting in for 5. Good game, well played. 4 then. A ghost town in Lincoln County, Nevada. Timor, I think, just sneaking in 5 there. Lewis getting in for 4. And for 3 points, the highest ranking colour belt below black in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Souls coming in. A colour with shades including Venge, Beaver and Raw Umber. And Ivy League University for a single point. Go on, David, let's make it a full house. Oh, David! It was brown. Brown is what we're after, yes. Brown. What we were looking for there. Oh, David, we could have had such joy. Never mind, let's clear the board. Lewis not quite running away, but in the lead with 36. 2 in second with 34. Prugs in third with 28. Let's go on to the next puzzle. Number 3. The subject of a 1911 painting by Franz Marc. Second word of a two-word 1981 Elton John album. No one's solving for 4. Okay, for 3 then. The protagonist in a 1970 Roald Dahl book. Sam's the first to solve here for 3. Lewis shortly after. A US broadcasting corporation known mainly for the right-wing bias of their news shows. Yes. Did you have it at 3? Good. And for a single point, a small omnivorous mammal belonging to the Vulpes genus. Hey! Oh, Toot, come on! Perfect board, Toot. Toot! Toot! We could have had such joy. Oh, it was a fox. Yes, a fox indeed. Fox, Fantastic Mr. Fox was the book. Fox News, The Fox, both the Elton John album and the Franz Marc painting, and the fox is the animal. Oh, you're into. Oh, I will assume you knew that one, and we'll pretend we'll have a moral perfect board. Let's clear the board. Come on, we'll all get the next one. Here we go. Puzzle number 4. Here we go. A 1967 Italian heist movie. Okay, for 4 points. The nickname of a British World War II 10-ton bomb. For 3 points. A popular dish at the restaurant Denny's, blank breakfast. Few souls creeping in now then. And for 2. 2003 UK game show hosted by Carol Vorderman and indirect inspiration for Face Off. For a single point, one of 4 major tennis tournaments including Wimbledon, the French Open, the US Open and the Australian Open. So Grand Slam is what it is. 4-run home run. Grand Slam is what we're after. Very well done. If you manage to solve that board, let's clear it. And Lewis in the lead with 42, Toots in second with 37, Samster jumps up to third with 32, Prues and Quizzle tied in fourth with 30. Puzzle number 5. Take a look at this. A memory bandwidth measurement convention and benchmark. A subsidiary of NRG Energy and a US retail electricity company, Blank Energy. A 2008 film starring Whoopi Goldberg. No one solving for 3. Okay, let's go to 2. A small moving body of water. Lewis the first to solve, only shortly afterwards. Ash is there as well. 3 more. For a single point then. Public projection of content to an audience on platforms such as Twitch, YouTube or Facebook. It's a stream, of course it is, yes. Stream Energy, the stream starring Whoopi Goldberg in 2008. And Memory Bandwidth Measurement Convention, it's actually an acronym, STREAM, S-T-R-E-A-M. I forget what it stands for. That is the end of Puzzle 5 and the end of round number 3. So at the end of that round, Lewis has got the lead with 44. And in this game, points equal pennies, I believe. Let me just check my game controls. That's keyboard shortcuts, gameplay pennies. Yeah, points equals pennies. I'd love another one, actually. Southern Comfort and Lemonade. That'd be really kind. Thank you, Danny. Not too strong, just up to the bottom of the top of the bottom stem. You will get what you'll give it. Okay, and I would love it. Thank you. Love you. Getting another drink. Yay. Lewis in the lead with 44, Toots in second with 37, Samster in third with 33. There's a little bit of a runaway at the top, but it's all very close in the echelons after that. Not more than a point or 2 between players from third down to about 20th. So let's clear the board. The bottom of the top right. The bottom of the top of the bottom bit. Yeah, the top of the... So it's sort of like that. It's sort of round. It's like a conical flask, except not at all like that because I couldn't remember what a conical flask looked like. But it's sort of a bowl with a stem at the bottom, and the SoCo goes in the stem and then the lemonade in the top. Anyway, let's clear the board and go to round number 4. Round 4 is now the clue chain. You'll be shown 5 questions. Each question has a category and 5 clues, with letters gradually being added to each. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. Spelling must be... I'm on about my drink there, Jez. Sorry. Spelling must be exact in this round. Incorrect attempts, as before, will freeze you out for 5 seconds. Exact spelling required in this one. So, you'll get a category, and then it's basically Wheel of Fortune, but in turbo mode. I have made a tweak to this so that spaces are now allowed. So there are some puzzles that have more than one word. I've also changed it in the Twitch chat so that your missing letters will be asterisks, but on the screen they will be underscores. Underscores on the screen, asterisks in the chat. And I'm hoping that it all works. I'm pretty sure I tested it, but now I'm thinking I didn't. It compiled correctly, and it decompiled, and it looked like it worked. I guess we'll find out when we get to the ones with the spaces. Anyway, let's go on to puzzle number 1. The category is a famous David with 9 letters. Quiz or solving for 5. Next letter. The longer the word, the more letters you get at each subsequent level. A few more solves coming in here for 4. 3 then. Yes, the algorithm's still alive. No, for 2 then. Thank you, sweetie. A few more solves coming in now. And for a single point. Carradine is what we're after. David Carradine, aka Bill from Kill Bill. Carradine is what we're after. Very well played. Let's clear the board. And go on to category number 2, which is a medical act with 8 letters. Few early solves on this one. I anticipated there might be. Next clue. Sounds like bomb. A few more souls coming in now for 2 points. Have you got it? And for a single point, there's your final clue. I mean, medical is a slightly loose term for this. Yes, it's a lobotomy is what we're after there. Very well done if you solved that one. No, it's not really medical. Well, sort of pseudo-medical. Let's clear the board.
I mean, it did the trick.
Well played, Shadowmane. First 5-pointer. Let's go on to category number 3, which is a video game with 6 and 6. Oh. Yeah, do those letters. Algorithm gonna algorithm, I suppose. For 4 points. Oh, for fuck's sake. So the algorithm has made this easier than it otherwise might have been. Who's getting an E on that one? For 2 then. And a single point. There you go, there's your first word. One of my favourite games as a kid, yeah. Siphon Filter, despite the fact it had an 18 rating certificate. Oh, really? Honestly, if you've not heard of it, there's 3 people saying they've not heard of it. It's really good. Like 1998, 1999, one of the early games on the PS1. 989 Studios developed it. Really great game. It's not a modern game, but it's also good. Be grateful the algorithm gave you a hand on that one, because it sort of filled it in from the beginning. Good old algorithm helping out there. Anyway, let's clear the board. And it's nice to see that the ones with spaces are working. Let's go on to puzzle number 4. The category is an animal, 767. you can do better than this. Just mark getting the 5 then. That's better algorithm. For 2. Remember, spelling's got to be exact on this one. I think this is a free point if you want to type it. Yeah, it's the English Cocker Spaniel. It's Dexter. Dexter making a cameo.
Why don't I get a mention?
Why do I get? You don't get a mention, Hermione, because
You're rubbish.
you're rubbish. Poor dog. Let's clear the board. Borkin didn't know. I think he's asleep now. And the final category for round 4 is a movie MacGuffin 3238. The next clue. So MacGuffin jerseys are sort of a feature, a thing that the protagonists need to find or hide or destroy. A plot device, as Poconuts is saying. There's your final clue. What is it? Those of you who hark back to the early game, there may have been some overlap with my only Canuck game. Yes, it was the Ark of the Covenant from Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, it came up in Connect, so sorry about the overlap. It happens. Anyway, that's the end of round number 4. Let's clear the board and check out the scores. Lewis and Mark now tied for the top with 54. Toot and Quizzle are in second on 53. Samster is in third on 50. And then it's still anyone's game. There's 25 points still available in this final round. So it could, in theory, still go... The winner could still be anyone from Lupine upwards. In theory, and there's lots of points available, and remember, points equal pennies in this game. Let's explain the rules for round number 5. It's all a blur. You will be shown 5 pictures in this round. I'm afraid latency is going to play a part because you are going to have to look at the stream rather than the chat. Each picture has a category. The picture will gradually come into sharper focus. Points decrease every 10 seconds. Incorrect attempts will freeze you out for 5 seconds as before. So keep your eyes on the picture. It will gradually come into more focus. And the sooner you answer, the more points you will get. Good luck. Have fun. Category number 1. It's a video game. Okay, got 4 points then. This one is not Siphon Filter, I can confirm. Okay, we're on for 3 points. Ah, here come the solves now. Here we go for 3 points. And for 2. And for 1. You got it. Well done if you did get Roller Coaster Tycoon. Well spotted, yes. I did enjoy that one. That one worked quite well because it's slightly pixelated anyway. Okay, we know. Yes, we recognise that one. Let's clear the board. Still tied at the top. Lewis and Toot still on 56. Mark just a point behind on 55. Quizzle just 2 behind that on 53. Oh, sorry about that theory of game. That's slightly out of my hands. It's a problem with doing a picture round. That's why they don't come up quite as often. Let's go on to puzzle number 2. The category is a singer. Toot is there for 5. What way? 4. Tony's got there now. And Quizzle. And Shadowmate. Car's in as well for 3 points now. Quiz Space is there. You there? A few more souls coming through now. Stalled a bit. For a single point then now. Yes, well then if you spotted that, it's Sting. I thought for most of that, despite the fact I wrote it was Neil Patrick Harris. But he's not exclusively a singer. Yes, Sting. Good game. Well played if you got that. Let's clear the board. Toot now with the lead of 61. Mark in second with 58. Quizzle in third with 57. All change over at the top. Let's go on to number 3. The category is a food. You're there, are you? This is Plus getting that one quite quickly. Claire the first to solve here. We're moving on to 4 points. Jay, what taking 4? Quizzle's now getting in for 4. And a few more solving now. In for 3. Claire's so proud. First one to get this one. And for a single point. What is it? Say what you see now. There's Mr. Chips, what's he up to? Bit of a clue there. It's a McMuffin! Yes.
Hey, McMuffin.
Specifically a McMuffin. We've had 2 references to McGuffins. The thinking man's muffin would have accepted McMuffin, sausage and egg McMuffin, sausage and egg McMuffin, breakfast muffin, McDonald's McMuffin, or McDonald's muffin. No, it's a sausage and egg McMuffin, really. No, it didn't accept egg McMuffin because it's a sausage and egg McMuffin. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sausages have come up already, people. I mean, come on.
Yeah, we've already had sausage tonight, so maybe people thought it wouldn't come up again. In fairness, I put 7 variants in the answers there. I thought I can't go through every variation of McMuffin. Maybe I need to put in a different sort of spell checker on this one, similarly to Only Connect. But yeah, McMuffin or some variation, but not egg McMuffin, I'm afraid. Let's clear the board. With 2 picture clues to go. Toot and Quizzle are neck and neck at the top with 61. Mark and Sapster both on 58. Lewis on 56. Oni and Tabster on 55. This is a close game. 10 points left to grab. Here is your next clue, and the category is an object. This was quite hard. Photo versus Soul, followed by Jay White. 3 points, only there. Daru, a few others. Coming into sharper focus. Keep pressing and guessing. Just say what you see. For a single point then, what is it? Were you right again? Oh, you would. I mean, I was just looking at it and thinking Pokeball, but it's a pencil sharpener. And
helmet, actually.
you were thinking a helmet, huh?
Thinking a helmet.
I see a pixelated image. Sharpen the focus.
Oh.
Quizzle now with the lead of 63. Toot and Samps are tied in second with 61.
Give that man a penny. or woman, give that person a penny.
To Daru, you're getting 10 pennies because my wife says so. Where are you? To Daru. There you go. Have 10 pennies for being amusing. It's not without precedent.
You have tickled the lady.
Quizzle taking the top spot with 63 with 1 to go. Toot and Samps are in second with 61. Lewis in third with 59. Mark only Tabstop all with 58. All could still at least tie for the top. Did I make that joke? I may have done it by accident. It wouldn't have been on purpose. Let's clear the board. And there's one more picture for you all. And the category is a character. You there? So Flushing she's there for 5. Moving on for 4.
Yes.
Mrs. Flush gets an honorary 5. Top of the first to solve here for 4. And Quizzle's got 4 as well. And that gives Quizzle the win. Very well played. Into 3 points now. Coming into sharp focus. 2 points available if you can solve now. I think it is one of the most trip-off-the-tongue names in the show, to be fair, Theory of Game, but if you've not seen it, then I appreciate that could be quite tricky. And that's time. The correct answer was Tyrion Lannister. Would also have accepted Tyrion on his own, as played there by Peter Dinklage. Yes, Hand of the Queen, Tyrion Lannister. And we don't talk about Season 8. That is the end of number 5. That is also the end of round number 5. Game of Thrones matter. I thought about it, Podo, but decided against it. Let's clear the board and check out the scores. And at the end of all that, Quizzle takes a win with 67, Toot takes second place with 65, and Samsa takes third with 64. Have multiple GGs from me. Lovely. Yes, it doesn't say the biggest drip because that's not in keeping with the game anymore. But that is the game. That is the new look game and the new format. So apologies if they weren't the best questions. Rounds 1, 4, and 5 were very good for me. The less about 2 and 3, the better. Good cable. So yeah, you'll get your pennies. Your pennies are already associated with the game, so you get pennies for every point that you have. Gold, silver, and bronze is coming a bit later. That is probably the biggest leaker. Big drip energy. Probably going to be the last one of those that I'm going to write for a while. I have earmarked 6 of these for season 6 because there were a couple of games that we were just struggling to fill up for writers. That is a question of bidding war. They are big rights and they're complicated rights as well. Certainly that is a question of complicated rights. So, and this appeared and seems quite popular. And got some good feedback, and there were 6 people immediately who said, yes, I'd like to write for that. So this will be coming back in season 6, and probably before the end of the season as well. It's not scheduled in Quizmas, obviously, because Quizmas packs have all been assigned to authors already. That's coming up in a matter of weeks, and we'll say more about that in the next week or 2. But that's not to say I couldn't sneak a Christmas thing in that's not a Quizmas game at some point, but I'll see how the scheduling goes. As ever, if you have any feedback or suggestions or thoughts on this, do pop your way over to the Discord and hit up the suggestions section. I would be very pleased to hear from you. Always grateful for comments and feedback. My feeling on this, as ever, I never like to say a game is done because everything is always work in progress depending on new stuff that comes up. And as we've seen with Google that recently, I am very much open to changing the format or the rounds of a game if something works better or isn't working for a thing. So Google that. Kodo made a suggestion for round 2, and that's completely changed recently when I added the audience game for that. But my feeling is it felt much better today as well, Topper. Okay, again, take the questions themselves. Questions are obviously going to change depending on from author to author, but this is my second attempt writing it, so hopefully, and yeah, the transitions do help to speed things up as well. I think it's the end of the night, so I wasn't waffling quite as much as I might ordinarily. But as ever, look forward to your feedback. I hope you enjoyed the experience. That is Data Leak. It is the latest game from Persephone's Chat, and I hope you had fun with it. And that is going to be it from me for this evening. So massive thank you to everybody for coming to join. I hope you've had a good time. I've certainly had a great time. Congratulations to all our winners on Millionaire, and special thanks as well to our writers, our proofers, to everyone who helps support the stream, whether by watching, playing, subscribing, whatever it is you do, feeding back. It's all very much appreciated. And Mrs. Flush, who's constant support for me and is wonderful and lovely. What's going on in the rest of this week? Well, our great friend Bash is here tomorrow with some 1 versus 100. You might have heard of him. If not, go give him a little follow. Twitch.tv/80_Bash. 1 versus 100 tomorrow at 8 p.m. Thursday, I am back. We are going to be back with Happy Hour. We've got a game of Google That, as written by Car the 7th. So, if you find yourself at a loose end at 3 p.m. on Thursday afternoon, Car has written a very nice pack of Google That. We're looking forward to playing that Thursday at Happy Hour. Ash is going to be back again on Friday with a 1000 Heartbeats, which I know is fast becoming a stream favourite. I say becoming, I think it's been a stream favourite for a little while, but it is very much a stream favourite. I'm going to be back again on Saturday, the 13th of November at 8 p.m. Double Buzz Off, the next 2 games of the second round of Buzz Off, and 2 games of Red Herrings, one from Cyclespace and one from me. I've submitted it in the normal way. I've waited my turn and slotted it in rather than just jump in the queue like I do with new games. So double Buzz Off and double Red Herrings on Saturday. Very much look forward to that. Cyclespace is the other writer and myself in there. And then next Tuesday, I am back again. Again, double Buzz Off next Tuesday and double That Is the Question. So I might schedule that slightly differently. I might break it up. I might break the That Is the Question games up. One of them is a pack from me again. And the other one is a collab pack from... is it a collab pack? Yes, Lewis T1 and Quizzle have collaborated on That Is the Question, which is back next Tuesday. Lewis T and Quizzle doing That Is the Question, and I'm doing That Is the Question as well next Tuesday, and then Red Herrings from me and Cyclespace on Saturday, with 4 games of Buzz Off on those respective streams as well. So much going on, so much things, all of the things as ever. Discord is where it's all at. Do come and hang out with us, it'd be lovely to see you. There's not really anybody about to raid tonight, so we are going to just call it there. Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you for your support. Again, question writers, thank you for everything. Proofers, thank you for everything. Winners, congratulations. Thank you for playing. And thank you all for watching, tuning in, streaming, and sharing the word as ever. It's great to have you, because without you, it's just me in a room talking to myself, which is... I mean, arguably that's what it is anyway, but this way I get some feedback with the lights and the pings and the noises on stream, and I hope you all had a good time with it as well. I'm going to shut up, I'm going to finish my drink and head to bed, and probably watch Star Trek. Thank you all very much for playing. Until next time, be splendid and marvellous and wonderful and safe out there. I'll see you on Thursday for Happy Hour. I might be floating around on Ashes on the next couple of nights as well, and then Saturday as well. Feedback, yes, into the Discord, if you like. Look after yourselves, take care, be splendid, peace out, and good night. Why have I gone off the thing? I always do that. I go off the thing, and then I can't press the button and be really smooth about it. So we'll just keep it marvellous and wonderful and splendid. Peace out, take care, and good night.